All right. So we are at the 4 minute, 57-second mark. And I see we already got our conspiracy theorists in the chat. Now we're gonna do a group discussion today, like we did with Troy, Bobby, and I, and I think it was James and Casey. Yeah, it was about 5 of us. We're redoing it again because we hope their propagandists pick up this video and review it again so we can get some more clout. We got some new YouTube channels in the room that need some attention. So please come with the false allegations. I'm talking about the lady making a video, not the women we hang around. I ain't got time for that. Now we got Aaron right here. It's his first time here in Nairobi. Noble. I'm forgetting shit. Noble. DJ. And y'all know Bobby and his YouTube is Kid Greatness.
Yeah, Kid Greatness.
And your only friend, Austin Holland. Your only friend. Now, today we're going to talk about, are Kenyan women different than Western women? And I feel like I shouldn't even have to have this discussion. But apparently we got some people that believe otherwise. So I do. But we're going to let the new guys, these 3 guys, this is their first trip to Kenya. So we're going to let them describe what has been their experience here in Nairobi. How do they like it? Let me make sure I'm recording. How do they like it? And what brought them here? Just give me, so we're going to start with you, Aaron. Tell us exactly what brought you to Nairobi? What did you expect? And what are you experiencing?
Now I'm on a world tour, on YouTube, so looking at your videos and stuff like that. I also came over here. It's been more than what I expected. I tell you that. It's everything in something. Like I said though, like the first week I had jet lag. The second week, that's when I started moving around. The third week, yeah, that's when everything just clicked.
Okay, so how have the people been treating you since you've been here?
Shit, peaceful, you know what I'm saying? They're nice, you know what I mean? I'm from Jersey, you know what I mean? So in Jersey, everybody's super aggressive. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to talk, communicate, shit like that though.
Oh, they saying you got to speak up. They can't hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in Jersey, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's a little, you know what I'm saying, aggressive. It's different. Here, everybody's peaceful. They'll greet you. You go to the club at the bathroom, you know what I'm saying? They get paper towels, they wash your hands. This is different. The service is A1. It's A1. What more can I say?
Let me stop you really quick. Put a 1 in the chat if you heard the last part of what he just said, because I told him to speak up and he's got louder. Could you hear the last part? Oh, they talking shit. Let me get the mics real quick.
Yeah, I would have brought my mics too.
I need to sell those mics here. I need to do that.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna get the mic so everybody can hear clearly. I heard nothing. What the fuck?
I found it.
They said they heard nothing.
Yeah, we're just running, baby.
You can hear Bobby because he's up on the laptop.
But nah, the mic is there.
Uh,
So the further you get voice from that.
I just seen this shit.
Yeah. We have technical difficulties.
He said he heard mumble rap. It was crazy.
mumble raps.
I just seen an adapter for this shit right before. Just seeing that's a brush over here.
James is in prison. That's a crazy statement.
Oh,
Look,
let's see that.
they say that he the biggest one though.
Y'all give it a minute.
In Jersey.
The biggest one.
Oh. Yeah, that's cool. Anyway, just. All right, you guys, we're back. Don't worry, I'm used to yelling at the camera, so I know y'all could hear, but
Yeah, once you be on camera long enough, you know how to project your voice.
the way he said this shit.
Bro, that's how you say it properly, bro.
No, it's just the way, the tone in your voice when you said that shit. It just sounded like he didn't want to say that shit. Hey, so we go. I'm gonna wear one. I'm gonna wear one. Fuck. I'm gonna wear one mic, and we're gonna pass the other mic around to get to the other side of the room, or we'll just leave it over there. Actually, we'll pass. I'll let them do whatever shit. Oh, they,
Yep, have them bring it up.
yeah, yeah. If the security will bring it up. The security, because they're gonna tell them the house number and they'll come upstairs. All right, you guys. I appreciate all 273 of y'all that are waiting. That waited, I'm sorry. What?
They troll
Test. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go back to Aaron. Aaron, tell everybody why you came to Nairobi, what you expected, and what you experienced when you got here. We'll get into the topic at the go.
All right, yeah. So right now I'm on a world tour. You know, I'm just traveling, seeing different places, and YouTube. Shit, looking at a couple of your videos, I'm like, I bet. Let me go over there, see what the vibe like. And the vibe was more than shit. It was more than what I expected. I tell you that. It's everything and then some. The service is A1 out here. Shit, they treat us real good. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm from Jersey and shit. So in Jersey, everybody's aggressive. You know what I mean? It's different. Out here, it's peaceful, calm. The chicks, you know what I mean? They act like women. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's just, it's different. For real, for real.
So let me ask you: so you had a culture shock then, going from that environment to this one?
I mean, yeah, in a way, especially where I'm from.
Yeah. So it's not too much of a culture shock coming here, but I think dealing with the people it'd be a little uncommon compared to where we're from. Okay, let's go with you, Noble.
Peace and love.
What brought you to Nairobi?
Well, I had already been traveling the world, and I wanted to come to Africa, so I went to research in different cities in Africa, and I ran in the Austin video and kid videos about Nairobi, and I jumped and came to Nairobi. Upon landing, the people are very friendly, very welcoming, very helpful. Service, like he was saying, is A1, which I'm not used to. For an example, I want to get a haircut, got my hair cut, my beard cut, and after that, washed my hair, washed my beard, and massaged my scalp and gave me a massage, all for 1,000 shillings. That's like 750.
Yeah, I've never got a haircut here, but I've always heard about all the extra stuff they do.
Man,
Something I was charging people $85 for.
top tier. You know, back in I paying $50 just for the haircut and the shape up.
Yeah.
50 USD. So, you know, that's like 8,000 Kenyan shillings.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, because we're gonna ask the last when we start the topic. Let's go with DJ, and then y'all already know us. Y'all probably, I'm sick of telling y'all why I'm here.
Hey, what's up, y'all, man? I'm DJ. As I know, I'm from Texas, Houston. So, but yeah, being out here, like, it's been different. I've traveled a lot, being in the military, used to be in the military, so traveled to different countries, many other places, but nothing beats being in Kenya. Nothing beats being here in Nairobi. Is, how do I put it? Like, it's something that you can't, a piece that you can't get nowhere else. Like, there's nowhere else in the world that you can kind of get this kind of piece and then be around beautiful Black people.
Yeah, I would agree, and it speaks for itself. He got a one way, and he hasn't left yet. I don't think he plans to leave.
Not at all. Like, there's nothing. I took a one-way trip, sold everything, came out here and know what I was gonna do with it. So
I took the leap of faith.
for sure.
Okay, so we're gonna go into today's topic. You already know Bobby and but whoever wants to speak next will just take the mic. So we have some people specifically from London that watch my videos. Now, I'm saying specifically from London because this guy said, and it brought it to my attention. They like, maybe we need to talk about this online. And but he's not the only person. I've had Americans say the same thing about the women here in Kenya. And can you click that light right there? And I just disagree. I think it's bullshit. So some people think that women in Kenya are no different than women in the West, which I can't even say that shit with a straight face. I've had a Kenyan guy tell me that the women in Nairobi are just like the women in Atlanta. I was like, have you been to Atlanta?
Hell no.
Nah. So he's now if we were in South Africa, yeah, I think that would sound about right. But who in here thinks that the women in Nairobi are just like the women in the United States? And
I mean, you got to be a damn fool to think women in Nairobi are like the women in the States. It's like not even a comparison. Like you can actually walk up to somebody and have a conversation. And even if the chick is not even feeling you, it's still a pleasant interaction. In the States, you're going to probably get cursed out. She's going to probably try to clown you. Damn, they want to fight her after the end of it, especially from like the tri-state, Jersey, New York City. Them chicks are the absolute worst.
they'll punch you.
Yeah, like I said, how did she cursed me out in Times Square?
Has that happened in any of y'all here?
Nah, not here at all.
I mean, you got women that act like bitches everywhere, but it's not like that's not what you should expect when you come here.
Yeah, it's not the standard.
Yeah.
In the States, it's the standard. Like when you walk up to somebody, when you walk up to a woman, you expect drama and nonsense. Here, it's like it's always pleasant.
Yeah, the women here are more friendly. They're more feminine. They're not as combative. Every woman I want to talk to, I have had a pleasant conversation with, period. Totally different from American women. Totally different. As far as the approach, but you can cold approach here and the conversation will still be pleasant from cold approaches.
I would agree. So let me ask you the first question I have. Do you think that Kenyan women prioritize traditional gender roles more than Western women?
Yes.
Yes. I've had so many women who I've just met who's offered to cook for me. That is absurd to me. Like, what? I'm not used to that. I'm just meeting them and they want to cook for me. That's beautiful. That's so beautiful.
And they actually know how to cook.
Yes. That takes so much stress off for me having to think about what I got to eat. Damn, I got to cook tonight. You got a woman who play a role, who's gonna cook?
Well, I'm gonna pretend to be a critic. Well, they just doing that because you're American. They just magically learn how to cook overnight.
I know, but what are they getting out of me though? They're not getting no money. You know what I'm saying? It's personality and character, man. You got to be A1 wherever you go. However you are in America, if you lame in America, you're going to be lame over here. It's your energy. So whatever energy you put out, the energy I put out, I get great women in return. I have great conversation. I haven't got cursed out not one time.
Yeah, let me see real quick. Like the first time I actually had a lady actually clean my shoes for me was here in Nairobi, Kenya. And it was crazy. Like I was like, hey, what are you doing? And she basically said, like, I want to make sure you're presentable to the world, because when you go outside, you're not just represent yourself, you also represent me. So they take pride in their men. Like I was dating this girl, so they take pride in their men. They're willing to go the extra mile to make sure you look good, because they look at you as like the leader in the relationship. It's not like, oh, you battling for control. Like you always got to argue. You always got to have like a who's the alpha in the relationship. Here, they naturally want to be submissive. I'm not saying 100% all, but like 80 to 90% naturally want to be submissive.
They said Bobby stopped using the same example about cleaning shoes.
Bro, how many? Put someone in the chat for how many women have taken the time out their day to clean your shoes for you.
Press 1 in the chat. I'm betting it's very, very few.
We're gonna go over these questions I got, and we're gonna do a couple call-ins. I'm not dealing with no fucking trolls today with them call-ins. But we're gonna do that. So let's go. So does anybody else have anything they want to add to that last question about the traditional gender roles here? No. So let me ask you this. How do expectations around financial support differ from a place like the United States and Kenya? If you ask me, I think that just because you're a man, you're expected to have more, you're expected to do more financially here, but it's realistic. There's no cash app before you say hello.
Yeah. Yeah, like, and a lot of these women, they're not asking for the world. Like, I interviewed like a Kenyan chick like last year sometime, and she said she'll be happy if her man was making $1,000 a month, because she said they can both we can both live off $1,000 a month if they live like locals. And I was surprised. I'm like, really? Like, even if he's like American? I'm like, she was like, yeah. If you make more money, that's excellent. But like, all we really need is $1,000 a month, and we Gucci. Like, how many women in the West are gonna say like, yo, you're making barely like minimum wage, and like, oh, I'm gonna rock with you until we get our shit together.
Yeah, you gonna be committing a damn suicide because ain't nobody gonna want to fuck with you. You ain't gonna you gonna dry so many women. It just doesn't work. And hey, it may not work here. I don't know. We're not in that position here, really. We got a different currency conversion rate. That's it. But so I want to ask you guys this: what are you responsible for then? What are you responsible for financially here? Because we're not absolutely 100% free.
No, like we still got rent, we still got our basic utilities of your place.
Twist the one at the bottom.
We still got
Twist the one at the bottom. Yeah.
We still got transportation costs, food costs. The only difference is like, at least to me, from being in America to being here, when it comes to like costs, like bills are a lot cheaper. There is no tax, there is no insurance bill, there is no, like, they're not charging you to basically breathe, like, and that's how America makes me feel.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you're being charged to breathe and walk and live, basically.
Yeah.
Here, you're paying a fraction of what you would pay back in America.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's just less overall stress in general. What do you think? What are you responsible for?
Same bills I'm responsible for back home, but like he was saying, that whatever you pay in America, slash that in half. My groceries has been a third of what I pay in America. Everything, my Uber rides be $2-3. So whatever you pay in America, you can just slash that in half. It's easier. It's easier to live here. Yeah, rent in America is $2,000 USD a month.
Yeah, I would even say less than half. I would say whatever you pay for anything, divide that by 5. Like here, my rent is $750. If you were in Dallas and let's say Knox Henderson in a 2-bedroom like this would be like $4,000 a month.
Right.
Yeah. So if you do 750 times 5, it's really not that far off.
Oh, you're right.
You can eat what else? Everything just cheaper, man. This shit just cheap.
Yeah, I got an Airbnb. I got an Airbnb, and I pay $750 a month, lights, water, all that included.
Yeah.
I mean, your quality of life just multiplies by 2, because like your money just goes further. Like everything you want to do, the only thing that I can say that doesn't improve, like if you want to buy electronics, but like you could pretty much get all the electronics you wanted. Oh yeah, shoes.
Yeah, nah, that's worse.
Yeah, because some of the kicks out here trash,
and it costs more. Even if you get like a pair of Air Maxes or something, it costs more out here to get those shoes. Or don't let it be. I ain't seen no Jordan, so I ain't gonna lie. But like some Nikes or some nice, comfortable shoes, like, man, that thing gonna cost you an arm and a leg.
Well, yeah, but you could get all that imported. Like there's ways around that. But like the core things like food, housing, all that, dating is cut in half, if not a third of what it would be in America, depending on where you live in at
and what you're doing. And also, there's so many opportunities to make money here that, like here in the States, like it feels like it's wide open. You can do whatever you want. If you have an idea, you can actually just come up with it. And for a fraction of the price, like say like you want to buy an apartment, what's that, like 50K? If you're trying to get a house, that's like 100K or something like that. In the States, you're gonna spend like $500,000 for a house in New Jersey, especially like in northern New Jersey, if not more.
Well, I see some people in the comments saying, I got one. They're saying I'm capping about $4,000 a month. Y'all, in 2020, there was it was a 3-bedroom condo in Knox Henderson that was brand new, and it was $1.1 million, and it was $7,000 a month in rent. So I know what I'm talking about. I lived in Dallas for 3 years, and I'm from DFW. Trust me, this shit would be $4,000 in Knox Henderson. Considering the area it is here to where it would be there, it'd be $4,000. But I ain't gonna give y'all too much attention with that. We got $20 on Cash App from Frank Crump. He says, enjoying the talk. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're enjoying it. But we were all kind of off topic a little bit. I mean, what were you responsible for with the women? Like, because we're saying they don't ask. But that was
Okay,
the information y'all was given was good. But what are y'all responsible for with the women? Like, if you get a girl here, what do you expect it for?
Pay for an Uber. That's what, $4 or $5.
Maybe feeder.
Now maybe feed her food. That's in America too, but you can feed her here for $7, $8 USD.
Not to mention, if you get them groceries, like if I go in the grocery store with $250, that thing will be overflowed. The pantry will be overflowed, and you can cook 3 times a day for the whole month off of that.
Yeah, that's a fact though. But yeah, as far as like taking a girl on a date, you know what I mean? It's simple, you know what I mean? You just, like I said out here, it's simple. You know what I'm saying? You go talk to him, you know what I'm saying? Y'all chop it up, see what the vibe like. She like you, she don't like you. You get the number, you go from there. You know what I'm saying? It's simple. This ain't no them other spots y'all be going to. Nah, this is, she either like you or she don't like you. You know what I'm saying? And you good from there.
I think a lot of people underestimate that she like you or she don't like you thing. When we were in South Africa, we was experiencing the same thing like the States, where it's that I like you, but I'm gonna pretend I don't. That's called wasting time.
Yeah, nah, here they straightforward, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They ain't even gonna waste your time.
So do you think that they're more family oriented here?
That's a fact though. That's a fact.
Why do you say that?
Well, that's a good question.
Why would you say they're family oriented?
They seem like the traditional chicks that dudes really want. You know what I'm saying? They gonna do them type of things. They just gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna give you no talking back or no attitude. You know what I'm saying? They want to do it. They want to make you happy. You know what I'm saying? In the States, sometimes you got to pull teeth for certain things. Nobody want to deal with that.
So you think that they're family oriented too?
Yes, indeed, because every woman that I went on a date with, they ask me, am I family oriented? So I know they're family oriented. And also, like you said, things they want to do naturally, for as in cook for you, clean up for you. And it's easy, even if, let's say you have a lady here, even let's say this is your woman, it's still cost efficient to be with her. Let's say you get her hair done. That's 2,000 shillings. $14? You know how much you pay for? I don't pay for women hair in America. 300 USD, 400 USD. That's just to get her hair done, not including her nails, $75. Her toes, 50 USD, depending on what she get. If she get gel, $75 USD. Here, hair, nails, toes, very cost efficient.
So they talking about how the woman actually look. Nah, they got some bangers out here. That is a fact. Kenya got some bangers out here.
Yes.
So don't be sleeping on the women out here. They out here. Believe me, they out here. They is out here.
Yes, it's a lot of beautiful women out here. Let me tell you how beautiful they were. To me, I went out. It took me a couple of weeks to settle in. When I finally went out, I was overwhelmed. There were so many beautiful women. I'm just speaking from my experience, no one else. I was so overwhelmed. I was just stunned, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, like when it comes to like they can call like maintenance and all that for a woman here is a fraction of the cost. And they're not like you don't got women saying, yo, I need a Chanel bag. I don't need a Birkin. I don't need all this other bullshit. Like the essentials and a little bit extra, and they're satisfied. And you can't say that in the States. Like in the States, you damn near got to make like $3 million. Because even if you got your own business in the States, they like, you ain't doing shit. Hey, you making 200K? Oh, why you making 200K? Damn, like what you doing with your life? Hey, you need help? You need some consultations or some shit like that? But here, like, you see dudes with like bad women, and they're like not doing the most out here. Like they're not like billionaires and shit like that. And I want to talk on that, like, because people always say like the women are not beautiful out here. If anybody came out here and seen these women, they look better than majority of women that a lot of these dudes that be hating like, oh, there's no beautiful women in Africa. Like, y'all ain't getting 8s, 9s, and 10s. Like, let's keep it a buck out. If y'all came out here, y'all would be blown away at the beauty and the femininity.
William, thank you for the $5 cash app. He says for supporting good brothers. I see, these comments, they can say whatever, but the actions speak louder than words. I don't give a damn about them comments. Y'all always talking. But so let me ask you another thing. Do you think that the women here are more open to, this is a stupid question. Do you think that the women here are more open to marriage here or the West? I mean, we can look at data and answer this.
Yeah. I think women in Africa in general are more, they're looking at long term. Because like I had a conversation with a lot of women, and like by 25, they feel like they should be married. If they're not married by 25, they're like, damn, what I'm doing with my life. They stressing. Like I met a chick, she's like 28 and she's stressing, like, damn, like I'm not married yet. My mom is keep asking me when I'm getting married. So they're very, very marriage oriented from my experience.
Let me piggyback off of that. So I know we're speaking a lot of positive stuff about Kenyan women, but I'll be the first to not say nothing negative. I'm just gonna say something that I noticed that might not be positive. Now, I have noticed you brought up 28, right? Whenever they cross like 26, they start to not all of them, but I'd say about 60% of them that are over 26 start to get a little bit of this bitter energy, where it seems like they're like, I noticed the chicks that are a little older, it's more often than not. Hold on. It's more often than not that it seems like they're a little irritated with men almost. Like that's when the over talking starts to come in. That's when the respect is starting to go down a little bit because of that cultural thing of by 25, or if I'm 28 years old and I'm not married, my family looking at me like a failure. So that's something to think about too while you're out here. It's not all of them. I know plenty of chicks that's 30, 31 that I have a good time, never argue with, but I do notice the ones that I do have issues with are over 25.
But yeah, I wouldn't say that's the majority. Like I'll probably say, because I haven't really feel like there's some out there that like some wild cards out there, like in any place, but like I wouldn't say that like that's the majority, especially if you're vetting right. If your vetting process is terrible and you're going to Wazungu hunting places, then maybe, yeah. But that hasn't been my experience for the most part. I mean, y'all can speak on it if y'all want.
Ask that question one more time.
Do you think that women here are more open to being married? They're more marriage minded here in the States?
I feel like they're more marriage minded here personally, because I feel like in the States it's a lot of women that don't live that traditional sense of wanting to be a wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that doesn't necessarily mean a stay at home wife or anything like that, but it's just a lot of women that don't necessarily live that sense of wanting to be one, or I feel like they don't inspire to be one, at least like the Kenyan women do out here that I've come across. And when people ask, like I saw a comment earlier where somebody said, "Are y'all even looking for wives?" Yeah, like some of us want to be married. We didn't just come out here to go crazy. Like people look at stuff the wrong way sometimes. So your perception is your reality, but stop looking at it like it's wrong.
Well, the thing is, whenever you're new here, right? How long have you been here?
I've been here since December.
Okay, so you're not gonna come here on that wife shit immediately. Yeah. You're gonna come here and let me figure out what's going on first. 100%. Anybody that lands in a country and is looking for a wife within 1 month is getting green carded.
For sure.
Facts. We just come to observe. That's it. We come to observe. Why can't we just travel the world to learn? I want to see how it felt to be around people that look like me. All I see is the majority, 98, 99%. People look like me. I feel like a human here. Everywhere else, in America, I feel quote unquote black. I don't feel black here. So, yeah.
We'll read a super chat after you.
Yeah, that's a fact though. But I came here to see what the vibe was like, you know what I mean? What the hype was like, and it was more than, you know what I'm saying? It was more than it's better than what Austin said it is. I tell you that. That's a fact though.
I got to
Y'all definitely need to come out here.
Don't come. I got to downplay it so people don't come
Nah.
that much.
It's really like that. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really like that.
Before you read the super chat, let me say this. Yeah, if you got a question or you have a comment to say, we're only reading questions with $5 or more on Cash App and Super Chat. And let's get to the first super chat.
I thought it was because I blew her back out good, but come to find out all Kenyan girls clean their man's shoes, and they say they want you to clean their shoes. That sounds about right. How much do you guys, thank you for the super chat. How much do you guys spend in total, including everything for 1 month in USD? Can we ask each person, including Austin? So for me, my rent is $750. But let me just say this. My utilities and my rent comes out to about $788 or about $850 after I pay everything. It doesn't have to be that much, but I use a lot of electricity and use water a lot, I guess. Groceries, Ubers, gym, all that's within $1,200. Anything after that is money that I kick it with, which is why I say you can survive off of $1,200 here. But if you want to live 25 and up, I would say 3,000 and up is what I would suggest.
Yeah, I think that's a good range because that's about the range I'd be in, about 2,500 to 3,000. Because yeah, my rent is like 750. My electricity bill is not even worth mentioning. My water bill is not worth mentioning. Even internet, I think my internet is like what, $20 or something like that. So like yeah, like about like $1,000 to like $1,000 to $1,300 is like your maintenance, like your bare minimum, not including food and everything. But if you're trying to live comfortable, 2,500 to 3K.
I think I spent $60 on water since November in this apartment. I moved here November 1st. I paid $60 on water bills. So
I think in total, when I just got cheaper this month, but the first couple months that I was here, I feel like I was doing 2,500 a month, 2,200 somewhere in there. But that was me. I'm a little bougie. I live comfortable. I go to expensive restaurants, things like that. So I do things a little differently. But outside of that, it's about 25. But now I'm a little under $2,000. I just find a way to change it up a little bit.
I'm in an Airbnb, so I probably pay like, let's say $800 in rent, groceries. Like you said, between 12 and 1,500, everything. 1,500 including bills like Uber, even my Uber ride. So 1,500 in total what you'll need for as living expenses. And like you said, if you make at least 3,000 a month, you're good here in Kenya. It's very affordable.
okay. So we'll come back to him. Miracurio man says a lot of Kenyan women are finessing Western men before dating. Check that they don't have kids back in their village and give the pros and cons. If you guys watch Austin Holloman's channel, you know that I give a lot of cons. Yeah, that's why y'all say I complain a lot. Thing is, I've been to 26 countries now, and I complained the first time I was here. I went around, dealt with some bullshit around the world, especially when I went back to Texas. Dealt with some more bullshit around the world. I said, damn, okay, maybe I should have been looking at it from a different lens. Now, there's stuff I complain about. If you guys know me here, there's chicks, it's not perfect. But compared to other places I've been, it's the best option for me. And apparently these men as well. If you don't believe it, don't come. It's really that simple at this point. Now, I have heard about that the single women here do have babies in the village. I have not been to any villages to verify that. If you want to verify that, take a video of it, send it to us. So the next question.
You can send Cash App to Austin Holloman.
Yes, sir.
On Cash App.
Thank you, sir.
For you asking that came 7th. I seen you see that comment right there.
Oh yeah, it's pinned at the top. The top pinned comment. It should be not pinned.
And it's scrolling at the bottom.
And it's scrolling at the bottom, yeah. Now, what are the biggest misconceptions that Westerners or Americans have about Kenyan women? For example, we had a guy, a supposedly French guy, call in and he said that yes, he claims to be French, but he claims that the women here are just beggars, which they do have beggars here. They got beggars in the States too. They need a cash app where you say hello, but they're beggars. They got HIV. The starving. What are some other misconceptions that people have about Kenyan women?
The HIV thing is crazy. Like now, what I kind of want to speak on that real quick because I feel like people don't really understand the conception of what they mean by that. What they mean, I feel like they're trying to let you know is that HIV is just more, I should say, recognized out here. So people will actually test for it. There are more people in the States with HIV than there are here in Kenya. So or in Africa. So I think people need to kind of get that misconception out of them.
Yeah, and the thing, like you said,
And you can get tested for it real quick.
yeah, you can just walk in the pharmacy.
Walk into the
here
pharmacy and buy a
grab
test.
A test for like you can grab a blood test for 500 shillings, I think, in the oral one, which I do the oral.
I do oral all the
I ain't
time.
got time to be pricking my damn finger, but for 1,000 shillings. And
Facts.
I've never gotten tested outside of a laboratory until I came to Africa. So if you had to ask me, I think people are more aware. They're more up to date on the status here because you can just go over there real quick and be honest with yourself and swab real quick, and you find out. In the States, it's gonna cost you $75 to get tested for HIV. I don't know if they have the test in the store.
No.
They don't.
No, we don't have a test in the store. You got to make an
That's
appointment.
bullshit. That's
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah, right. You got to go make an appointment. The clinic, you make an appointment. You can just go to the pharmacy over here and get a test kit for 700 shillings. An AIDS test kit. It's that simple.
Yeah.
So they're very aware.
Yeah, I think the whole, and yes, I even spoke to Kenyans. They're like, I'm not advising you guys have unprotected sex or anything, but I've spoken to some Kenyans. They're like, have you seen how high the numbers are in Nairobi? The numbers are 6%. That's not even 1 out of 10. That's not high.
Yeah.
There's some countries in Africa where that shit is 30%.
20 to 30%, easy.
Yeah.
That's not high. Now, I'm not saying go around. And by the way, you don't need a test for herpes. Herpes is one of those things where at some point, I think everybody gonna have it. They say 60% of the world got it now. So it ain't gonna kill you either. But anyway, you can't worry about it. US is 1.3% bullshit. So yeah, 6% is not that. What people make it seem like is whenever you come to Africa, everybody you shake hands with got HIV. Like if you get drunk and the condom pop, it's done. 100% failure rate.
That's what they make it seem.
Not to mention, if that does happen to you in today's society, you have PEP that you can take for 30 days straight, and it has an 80% chance of preventing you from being infected with HIV if you have unprotected sex, and you're worrying that you might have it. So basically what I'm saying is I don't have to worry about this shit. I mean, just be responsible, be a responsible adult, do tests. I mean, just use your common sense.
They got condoms over here too. Like,
Yeah, I don't know if y'all knew that or not.
yeah, it's condoms over here.
There are ways to protect yourself over there.
Yeah, so I think that HIV thing is like the most that people like to bring up. They got herpes, they got HIV, they got gonorrhea. I mean, they got that shit everywhere though. I mean, but now if we were in South Africa, I wouldn't even be talking about this because that shit is at 30%. So so do you think, let me ask you this. I don't know if anybody cares about this. Do y'all think that Western women are generally more independent than Kenyan women?
Yeah. I do. I think
you think that they're more independent in the West?
Yeah. They want to be more, they want to care more, like being on their own, like I'm saying. I feel like there's more women over there doing that than there are that many here.
Let me ask you this. is that attractive to you? The whole I don't need a man for anything at
No.
all, because they not just talking about finances. At this point, they're talking about for attention.
Mm,
They don't want
everything.
men in presence at all at this point.
That's why they talk to you crazy.
They have no fucking respect.
Yeah, they have no respect for you. They feel like you're beneath them because even those women feel like they're in a position of power,
Mm-hmm.
and they feel like they can talk to you any kind of way. But I feel like here, a woman is always, or at least in my experience, have treated me with respect at all times.
Let me say something real quick. In the United States, they look at you as an option. Like they really feel like if they could just get like go to a sperm bank, have their own kids, they don't even need fucking men no more. Like it's crazy to think about that. Like I never really got that impression since I've been here in Kenya. Like women here actually like love men. We're not like accessories. Like maybe I should get a man. Like, I feel like I'm in a mood for a man right now. And then like they don't go on these like random errors. Like I don't need to talk to a man. I'm healing and all this other dumb shit that they be saying.
That eucalyptus.
Like you how many times have you heard? Because I'm going through healing. I can't deal with a man. I mean, you can come hang around me and take me out on dates, but I'm not gonna have sex with you. I'm not gonna do anything. It's just gonna be you around, and I'll entertain you when I feel like it. Like I've never really heard that shit out here. I'm not gonna say that's not out here, but like that shit is very, very rare compared to back in the West.
You know what I would say that, and this is not even just Kenya. When I first started traveling out the States to places like Brazil, and I would go on dates, and I would say in my head, damn, look how she looking at me. Like I really got her undivided attention right now. Like she's really interested. Like she not pulling out the phone. And then they do this. Oh, somebody calling me. Can I answer this? I'm like, damn, I never heard that. I mean, you ain't got to say that, but I'm just saying I noticed that. So there's definitely a different level of respect. Some people might say that, oh, that's just because you're American. Well, guess what? That's the only reality I got. I can't be nobody else, so I can't speak for nobody else. So what do y'all think that Kenyan women think about dating foreigners? Like, how do Kenyan women view dating foreigners compared to Western women? I don't really know what they were getting at with that question, but do you think Kenyan women prefer dating foreigners, or they like dating foreigners?
Well, I ain't gonna say prefer. I know I had, from my experience, this is just me. They said American men are more kind. They're not. They don't lie as much. This is my experience now. I don't know about anybody else. My experience is saying Kenyan men lie. I didn't say this, so don't attack me. A Kenyan woman told me this. She said, Kenyan men, that's all they doing is lie, and they continuously lie. American men are more truthful, are more kind. That's what they've told me.
Do you think that's because we come from a place where you have to kiss ass?
Maybe.
Pretty much you got to kiss ass.
You're right. You got to be more, what is it?
Submissive.
So that too, and methodical. You got to be methodical back home in America with women. I come with a plan. You need no plan here. You can just be yourself.
I'm Kenyan. It's true. Kenyan men lie a lot.
Yeah, you can just be yourself. That's what I'm saying. I didn't say that. A Kenyan woman told me this. So she respect my kindness.
I think I'm pretty well informed on this. I used to do a bunch of street interviews, constantly asking like, which do you prefer, a Kenyan man or a foreigner? And a lot of women said they were open or willing to date foreigners. And I guess it was because like that curiosity, because they usually say, like, piggybacking off what Noble said, was that people in general, outside of like Africa in general, they said that guys are more romantic, guys are more affectionate. See, I heard that a lot, but it's not like to the point where it's like every woman that I interviewed said that they want to date a foreigner. Like other women say that no, they want to stay in their culture. Just like people have this impression, like when you go to a country and you're American, like, oh my God, women just fall at your feet, they're just throwing panties at you, throwing their bras at you. Nah, like there's gonna be a group of women that love foreigners, that's interested in experiencing something new, and then there's gonna be women who want to date men that are Kenyan or men that are like Kikuyu or Luo, whatever their tribe is. So I want to say it's like overwhelmingly, because like
people like to say, "Oh my God, yeah, you come here, they're gonna just throw themselves at you." Nah, if you're got your shit together, anywhere you go, women are gonna be attracted to you, and I don't think that's any different here in Kenya. Would y'all disagree?
This say that again.
I say if you got your shit together, in most places you go, women are gonna be attracted to you.
You have more options for sure if you got your shit together. But yeah, but you're not gonna win the same everywhere. Like when I was in Brazil, that was my first love. It made me leave the country. So obviously I was loving it there somewhat, but it wasn't here. This is just different.
If I'm gonna make money in Kenya, you worry about the wrong thing.
That's the hard part.
Get your life together.
Yeah, that's the hard part. Yeah, everybody's trying to figure that out. So do you think that they have societal pressures, like there's still acts of guilt and shame here as compared to America, which I can answer this. You got chicks walking around damn near half naked in America. And in African countries, like they the whole fucking community would be on their ass for wearing the wrong thing.
Oh, for sure. They'll wear it in the club. They'll wear it in the clubs or at the pools or something like that. But like outside of that, it's still not. It still does. They're not showing belly, breasts and ass like they do in America. But outside of that, you don't really see much of it out here. Like it's more. What's the conservative is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's a fact. They more conservative, but yeah, these chicks, man, they be looking apart. I'm telling you, the females out here, oof, y'all gotta come out here, and I'm telling you, they out here. But yeah, so like I say, you know what I'm saying?
You know what? I don't know if you have noticed this. I was telling Bobby as I told him 2 or 3 times. Have you noticed that they read books here? Have you?
Yeah, I had one chick said something about. Yeah, that's a fact though. That's a fact.
A lot more
Diaries, books, all type of, for real.
I've been all over the world now. This is like one of the first places I noticed that they still read books. Like chicks giving me book recommendations. I'm like, shit, the audio book was the end of the story for me. After that, I stopped reading books a long time ago. I'm on YouTube videos. I stopped reading books. I was just watching a documentary.
Yeah, it does seem like here, like there's a natural curiosity about the world in general. Like people know a lot. Like that's why I always said, like in my videos, like Kenyans are very worldly. Just like women, men in general, they're always curious, always asking questions. Like I said, reading books, studying about stuff. Like so, you can have interesting conversations with women out here, and it's crazy. Like you really think about that. Like in the States, like with all the money that we spend on education, dudes don't even read books like that. Like that's a big part of how government spending is the Department of Education, and motherfuckers don't even read books.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna look at them read books. I'm not gonna start reading books again. I was just impressed. So, do you think that religion in Kenya has something different to do? Because in America, we're pretty much free. Where, like, I do this before. This is my way of saying my grace. I just did that because I had a Mexican homeboy as a best friend when I was a kid. His mom taught me that. And they're like, "Oh, you're Catholic?" I'm hell no. I do this just in case, like, just in case something wrong with the food. I pray sometimes, but here, do you think that they're religious?
Very. A lot more than in the States. Like, for example, me and him, we went out to Mombasa a couple of weeks ago, and that's still part of Kenya. But we went out there, and it was really like very religious. Like you would hear the alarms going off and to pray all the time, and it was a lot kind of going on. Like you could really tell like how the beach area was, and I was just like, oh, that's kind of it's different. For some people who's never traveled, it would be a culture shock. But for somebody like, us who's been to many different countries, we kind of see it as like, just respect thing. And I feel like that's something people got to do. Like if you're going to travel out to these countries that are more religious than America, which a lot of them are, you got to at least respect their culture, respect their religion while you're out there, even if you don't practice it.
Yeah, I would say that's a reason why a lot of them aren't at the beach too in Africa. It's because I think it has something to do with, especially Mombasa, like that's more Muslim like over there. And yeah, they're not gonna be at the beach. But when you go to West Africa, where it's more Christian, Senegal, there was more people at the beach. It wasn't enough for me to tell you to go there for that, but it was more. But if you go somewhere like Brazil, where being gay is big, and the thought culture is bigger there, they at the beach now. But I ain't complaining about it. That shit is a vibe. But I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, to the person in the comments. No, I'm not checked out. I'm vibing over here. You know what I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm vibing. You know what I'm saying? Life is great over here. You know? I'm drinking, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of stuff lined up for the night. I'm good. So relax.
Man, get out them comments and get on the airplane. Get them comments and get on the airplane and travel the world. Huh? Do that.
Well, let me ask y'all a tough question. How is infidelity perceived? How have you noticed infidelity is perceived here in Kenya versus the West? Now, we want to be honest. In Kenya, I always tell y'all, the girls here are very nice. They're smart. They're friendly. They vibe. They can dress their ass off like a damn runway model, but you got to be careful.
Yes.
You
Yes.
got it. That flying in. I'm gonna find my wife next week. Yeah, all right. Your bank account will be gone.
I mean, but that should be common sense.
A lot of motherfuckers don't have common sense.
That should be common sense anywhere. People think like when they leave the borders of the United States, like the world just changed. You go to another dimension. Like women are just like all of them, or because constantly in the description, or I mean in the comment section, people are saying you do one video with a girl, you need to marry her. Anyway, like they say, you do one video with a girl, to like you need to marry her. Like you don't know anything about her. You just see that she got a cute face, a nice body, and you're like, oh, you need to marry her. That's why y'all be getting green card, y'all be getting y'all pockets rammed, because y'all not doing a great vetting process. Like you have to vet. Like, and honestly, I feel like if you really want to vet a woman, you have to be overseas living like long term with her. You can't be like, okay, I'm gonna come here, spend 2 months, go back, and I'm gonna propose to her before I leave, and then we'll come back next 6 months, and you think she's gonna be faithful to you. That's just retarded ass shit. But yeah, I digress. Go ahead.
I want to say something about what you just said too. If you leave a country for more than 20 days, your girl, I don't care if you're in the Middle East somewhere, she's probably not being loyal. So, and it has nothing to do with the culture. That's just life, bro. It's just life. So again, now, yeah, she's with someone else for sure. Yeah, you go to another country for 3 months and you think like come on, bro. She know you're not gonna find out. That happens in the States, in Brazil, to here, anywhere. Now, one thing I'll say that's different between here and Kenya, I mean, here in USA, is it doesn't seem like infidelity is encouraged.
In the
It
U.S.,
happens here. It definitely.
I was about to
happens.
say, I was just great comment on that and say I feel like it happens a lot. I've seen infidelity happen a lot more here than in the States because I feel like it's more out in the open.
Yeah.
Like there's not like a care for it. So for example, we went out. Y'all remember we went to the karaoke night. We went there and there was a lady sitting with her, I perceived to be boyfriend or her husband because they were, kissing it together, reaching over trying to get my phone number through y'all. Like, hey, yo, can you give me his number? And then look back at me and say, let me see your phone. Like, are you serious? Like right in front of your dude after you were just kissing and slobbing all on him and you got a ring on your finger.
Yeah, that's crazy. We're going to do some investigating on that. But I think in like the music that they listen to here, it doesn't encourage that kind of stuff the same way it does with Sexy Red. I don't like her. But okay, do you believe that there's a significant difference in how Kenyan women approach career and family balance? We know based off watching Kevin Samuels, the women just go all in on work like a dude, but they want a husband. He's supposed to go all in on work. You can't both be doing that shit. Don't work. They'd be like, oh well, I'm just gonna get a nanny, so the nanny gonna raise the kid. Really? Do you think that they don't have that amount of delusion here? They understand that there has to be a balance between the two.
Yes, they do. And Kenyan women, in my experience, they follow your lead more. They don't let you lead all the way. You be the man of the house.
But what about their career though? Do you think that they put their career before, their family?
Oh, no, of course not. No, not here. No way. That's not happening. Y'all gonna come to some decision, but you're gonna be working. I'm gonna be home. No, family number one in Kenya. Number one.
Yeah. Okay. So anybody else have anything they want to add to that before I go to the next one? You?
I mean, like I haven't been here that long for me to really say, but from the vibe I get, they about their family. So
Well, here's the thing I also always say. If you go to Village Market, if you go, well, let's say Village Market, if you go to the hub in Karen, there's a kid screaming outside right now. At Village Market in the hub in Karen, there's kids outside playing. If you go to the States, bro, there's not even the swing ain't swung in a week. Like there's literally no like people think we be people be thinking we making this shit up about like, oh, it's just when we say social life, they think we're literally just talking about women. No, there's not even fucking kids playing outside no more. The only time kids really see other kids when they go to school. Outside of that, they don't. Man, I remember my mom used to tell us to go outside, like get out the house. We tired of y'all. Yeah, go outside and play with your friends. Bro, that shit does not happen no more. But here it does. I see kids, when I used to live in Kitisuru, I see kids get off the bus about this tall, walking down the street for a mile with a backpack on. I'm like, damn. I would never let my little brother do it, but I forgot I'm somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's safer, I think, here for kids. So they can grow up being social. And Venus, get the fuck off the live then.
There's no
This is the thing.
PTSD here, man.
Yeah.
There's no PTSD here.
So what about age gap dating? What do y'all think that's like out here?
I don't think that really exists. Like, it's more accepted overseas in America to have like an age gap. Like, it seemed like if you are 5 years, 7 years older than a chick, like you basically go into like that sugar daddy status. Like, here it's like it's okay for like you to be like 35 and the woman to be like 25. Like, if you talk to a lot of these women, you can see like some of their dads are like way older than their mom. So like I think it's pretty standard to have like an age gap here. What do y'all think? Have y'all encountered the same thing?
I mean, I'm 29, so you know what I'm saying. Lowest I'm 29, so for me, like the lowest I go is 25. But
That's 727.
that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna tell you guys, I never dated a chick my age until I left the States because the damn maturity was just too far off.
Yeah, I noticed that too here. The
In
women,
the States, they're like babies still.
yeah, like I noticed here, like the women here, like 24, 25 here, they have a higher maturity level. You wouldn't even know they was 24,
Well, that's just
25.
because they grew up in huts and they're dirt poor, so they grew up faster. That's why. That's what they gonna say, right?
Yeah, man. It's the truth. These are our experiences, Come see for yourself. So you'll know. Man knows by not being told.
Worldwide, thank you for the super chat. Go ahead, you about to say something?
Nah, I'm just saying, like you said, come and see. It's definitely a movie out here though. But like, you know what I'm saying? It's good vibes, good energy. The people are so peaceful. It's different, bro. Hey, listen, man. Everything Austin said on them videos, that's the truth times 5, times 10. I'm telling you. Come out here and see for yourself.
Facts.
Thank you.
We never lied.
Facts.
So let's talk about something that is different. And I'll say I'm gonna start first. Public affection. Now, in the United States, you can, and places like Brazil, you can kiss. I see that. You can kiss as much as you want. Like you can kiss a chick. You can do a lot in public, and people ain't gonna really look at it no different, especially in Brazil. I think Brazil is worse than the States with this. But here, it's not like Tanzania where a chick will be kind of like, no, don't kiss me in public. Like, don't kiss me. In Tanzania, they're like that, where they're like, no, we in public right now. Here, they'll kiss you in public, but that's it. It seems like they're not gonna do a whole lot. What is y'all experience with that?
Yeah, public affection is not frowned upon. Like, because I lived in Asian countries before, like Thailand, where like they're even like nervous to be holding your hand sometimes when you're walking around in
That's because
public.
you're black.
I mean, that contributes that too. But no, even though no, that is true. But contributing to that, like in Thai culture, it's not like polite to be having like PDA, public displays of affection. So, but Kenya is way open. Like you can, it's kind of chill. Like this is one of the good thing that I say about Kenya is like they kept most of their traditional like manners and culture, but they did accept some things from the West that like, okay, you can be like you can hold hands, you can hug, you can be affectionate, stuff like that. Well, what is y'all experience?
I mean, here, since being here, I feel like, yeah, it's more expressed. Public affection is more expressed here. The dates that I've been on, a lot of them do want to hold hand and do other things. I personally agree with what Chess said. I don't kiss nobody in the mouth unless that's my woman. But outside of that, yeah, the public affection is definitely very big out here, at least in my experience, the dates and things that I've been on.
Yeah, stop. It's about to stop. Okay.
Yeah, to piggyback off what he was saying, they ain't kissing nobody in the mouth unless it's my girl. Why would I kiss a stranger in the mouth? But I did notice they love holding hands immediately, like immediately. Like it seems like here though, once you start, let's say you start dating or start talking with a woman, it's like you're with them immediately here, from my experience. So it's like, oh, you my man? I'm like, damn, already? But yeah, that's how serious they take relationships here.
Well, let me ask you another question, Noble. Do you use dating apps out here?
No, I don't.
I thank God. So dudes that come to Kenya. So here's a cycle that we see in Kenya. New dudes come here. They say, Austin, Bobby, you was lying. These chicks running my pockets. Them niggas be stressed. I mean, them niggas be stressed. Bro, I seen a dude a couple weeks ago, and he asked me, why don't you go somewhere else? I said, nigga, I ain't got no problem being here. That's you. I said, what do you mean bumbling? Nigga, get the fuck off the dating apps.
No dating apps,
Bro, them
man.
chicks on the dating apps in Kenya is literally fucking ruthless 90% of the time.
I meet everybody. I like to meet everybody in person. So I like to go out, mingle with people, be sociable, have conversations, which is very easy to do here. And that's how you meet people and you get to know people that way. And it's easy here, like having a conversation, just a casual conversation. So,
bro, my routine is going to the gym, maybe going to the lounge down the street. I'm not gonna say niggas, I ain't gonna get no free entertainment. I mean, free advertisement. Going to the lounge or going to a couple other spots I frequent, and it's so sociable and friendly here that I don't need to use Instagram. I mean, I do use Instagram, but I don't need to use Instagram or dating apps to meet chicks to go on dates with. So I just, hey, look, I went to Village Market today. Boom, bumped into two. I got a date later. Like, you know, I got somebody to meet tomorrow. You don't really need to meet the dating. They have, I'm gonna tell you, most of the time they got a fucking motive on them dating apps.
yeah.
Yeah, let me say this. And with dating apps, you're never gonna meet the most attractive women and high quality women because they got other shit going on. They not sitting on Tinder and Bumble all day waiting for you to message them or message like having 100 messages from dudes that's never gonna even come to Kenya. Mm-hmm. That's why I always tell y'all not to be on dating apps. Cause let's think about this. People who got shit going on, like beautiful women are gonna get approached by the dudes that got businesses here, the celebrities and all that. They don't need to be on Tinder and all that. Why the fuck would you be on Tinder if you already got dudes lined up around you? So, like you said, like get the fuck off the dating app. Like, I don't know how many times we gotta tell y'all this shit. Y'all don't listen to us. Y'all come and complain like y'all got your pockets rent. You deserved your pockets rent, you clown motherfucker. Get off the dating app.
You listen to directions. I mean, y'all gonna all do it. I did it. I was like, hey, let me and here's the thing, even with Rio, if you look at the dating apps and the world knows Rio has some really beautiful women. Go on Tinder and look at them. You won't even want to go. You'd be looking at it like, okay, like a lot of these bitches ugly. But when you go there, you just sitting there on the beach like, yo, this shit is crazy. Kenya's like that too. If you go on a dating apps, like there's a bunch of catfish. It's just like, okay, they look average. I'm telling you again, you can either believe me and see it with your own eyes, or you can believe Tinder. I'm not gonna say nothing else.
There's so many places around here to go to where you can meet chicks, you know? You just go talk to them. Yeah, that's it. You go up to them and talk to them. If you like them, it's simple.
But some dudes depend on these dating apps. Some dudes depend on these dating apps. And I was telling you, I was sitting there with the guy a couple weeks ago, and he was like stressed. And I was like, bro, I told you, investigate. see what's going on. I said they're nice here, they're friendly, they're beautiful, but they not stupid, bro. These motherfuckers got game, bro. Like they will really play your ass. But if you investigate, you figure out, oh, I need to be on this side of town, or the chicks that hang out here ain't shit. You know, you got to figure out, you got to investigate the same way you would anywhere else. So let me ask you this. That being said, let's talk about conflict. When you have a disagreement with a Kenyan woman, and I'm gonna tell you what I feel, how do they deal with it? But I think in the West, it's like, okay, if I keep dealing with her, eventually I'm gonna be in jail. In Kenya, it's like I'm just disagreeing with her. Like we're not seeing eye to eye, but we can talk like fucking adults and not have to be upset. Go ahead. Oh.
Let's say again.
Like, how do they deal with conflict? If she like Trump and you don't, is she gonna be ready to fight you, or how is she gonna disagree with you? How does disagree? Because we know in the West, disagreements is like,
Well, they don't. It's I guess it's more easier. They're not as combative. That's combative, man. That's what that is. You speaking about being combative. Women not as combative over here, in my experience. I'm not saying 100%, you know, but me.
You got combative women everywhere, but it's not the norm.
It's not the norm here, right? That's what I meant. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's a fact though. Like where I'm from in Jersey or the Northeast, like I said, everybody's aggressive. So, but over here, the chicks, they so peaceful, loving. It's different. You know what I'm saying? It's different.
Yeah, the women over here, but they're gonna look at you a certain way a couple times. They look at you 2 times, that mean go. Don't be nervous, my brother, young grasshopper. Okay, we gotta have confidence to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be confident to travel, to go all the way across the world solo. Don't know nobody. You know what the confidence that takes? So that means you gotta get over here and communicate with people you do not know. Confidence.
So let me ask you this. Beauty standards here versus the States.
I was waiting on that question. I ain't even gonna lie. So to me, like I said, in the States, it's a lot. And when I say a lot of people who I would consider the clown look, they wake up one person and go to sleep another. Like when I say that, like, you know, don't look the same whatsoever. But here in Kenya, I'm not saying you don't see it, but the type of women that I've come across, you see more of the natural looks. You see the curls, especially like surgery wise. There's no lip fillers. There's no people getting their eyes, nose, ass, none of that done. Everything is, you know, natural. Everything on the women, for as far as I understand, is complete natural. And it's just the beauty in them not needing, you know, wigs as much. Not saying I don't see the wigs, because I do see them, but I just feel like, at least in my experience, the women that I come across are more natural, especially the curly hairs.
I know y'all gonna get mad anyway. Cause seeing that we just bragging on Kenya. No. This is our experience. This is what happening. How so we making all this up, huh? You know what? Let's get a script, write this down, and we're gonna go on live and just lie. How you make this stuff up? This is what's happening, man. This the truth.
Well, let me ask you, do you think and this is the last question I'm gonna ask you, and then we're gonna have a freestyle after this. Do you think the economic factors is just working in our favor? Because that's what haters like to say. Do you think it's just because we're American, just because they know we got US dollars? First of all, let me say this. Every motherfucker that got US dollars don't got $1 million in the bank, goddamn it.
Right. It might be. And I'll speak for me personally. Ain't like I'm making $10,000 a month, or I'm making $6,000-$7,000 a month. No, man, $3,000 a month. And I'm balling over here.
All out of control.
I don't think it's like that, because I'm not making $1 million and I'm making 6 figures at this current moment. But I just think that we're able to make our money go longer over here. Like I said, like you see how much it costs for us to do certain things. We talk about it all the time: food, going out, partying. Like if you want to go out and do anything, it doesn't cost as much here as it would you in the States. So that's something that kind of that I kind of look at a little bit. That's nice and peaceful.
Yeah, that's a fact. It's definitely cheaper, but I would still say, I mean, get on your grind, stack it up before you come over here so you can have a great time, Don't, what I mean? Make sure you stack up a nice chunk of change before you come over here and you're gonna have a great time. You know what I mean? There's so many places to go, like it's different.
Yeah, I mean
It's
that's actually a good point though. Like a lot of people, even though because we say Kenya is very affordable, that doesn't mean you can come here and live on a shoestring budget. Like
Yeah, because they was talking about rent earlier, and my rent is like 1,800. You know what I mean? So y'all would say, yeah, well, he's paying the same amount he would in the U.S. Well, that's what I choose to pay over here. But you know what I mean? It can cost over here too, but it's also affordable. So it all depends. You know what I mean?
yeah, but yeah, it's like it's levels to this. Like okay, if you like you can go live, get an apartment for like $200 a month, but like you'll be way in the middle of nowhere. Like you might have to jump on a fucking horse to ride back into town. But like there's other places, like if you're trying to stay in like the center of town, it's reasonable. Like, okay, you can't go live in North Jersey, like in like Newark or Manhattan. Like in the area like we're in right now, that would be like what $5,000 plus in Manhattan. In Newark, it's like 3,000 to 3,500, easy. And you still got a bunch of nonsense going on around you. Here it's safe. Yeah.
I ain't heard a gunshot since I've been here. I know it don't have nothing to do with the question. I just heard Austin.
I don't even hear police sirens.
Yeah, none of that. Right. I'm tell you what I did before I came. I went to Europe. I spent $10,000 in Europe, and I was in Europe 30 days. Right. You know how much $10,000 stretch for me over here in Nairobi? That's $10,000 in Nairobi. That's for me. That's at least 4 or 5 months. $10,000. Paying $800 in rent. That's lights, water, cable, all that's included. Cause I got Airbnb. So, and I'm in killing money. I'm in the middle of everything. So you can walk to clubs, grocery stores. You got fresh fruit right outside the door. It's just beautiful, man.
Yeah, bro. I said 1,800. You know what I'm saying? It's different pockets around here, but like I said though, even for
Look at this. Go ahead.
something cheap, you can get something nice around here. They going off with that 1,800 though. They going off with that.
Because that's a lot of money for them.
But no, don't go to bed. Yeah.
No, I'm not. So we're done with the questions for today. We're gonna freestyle. I'm gonna stop recording. That was about an hour and 11 minutes. So that'll be cut up. Y'all can get the video if y'all want. Now let's start here. Passport Bros podcast says Rwanda and Tanzania chicks look better than Kenyan women. Now, Rwanda, they bad. You can't find them. Yeah. Tanzania, cut it out. Second, Passport Bros podcast sent $10 saying Black American women are more attractive than Kenyan women. Kenyan women are just way cooler. And well, that's your opinion. You may like that, but guess what? If they cooler, they look more attractive to me. Right. A smile look better than a frown. The personality and character, everything. Yeah, you could be bad as hell, but if you're a bitch, you look like a 3 now.
Yeah, exactly. People they discount cooperation and having the actual vibe with a woman. Like, yeah, if you're with like a Beyonce, but she's rolling her eyes, shaking her head, and making your life like miserable. Is it even worth it?
South Africa.
You gonna keep sending shots to South Africa? They're gonna ban us from South Africa. All right, let's open up some of these super chats because we had a lot of super chats coming in. Why?
Niggas only defend the states because of easy access to women's pants and money made. Women abroad are more real, mature, and compassionate. 100%.
I can 100% agree with that. I can 100% agree with that.
Just because I love him, just because I love Kenya don't mean I don't love America. I'm just telling you my experience here. That's all. My experience here. That's all. I I'm the people here are more welcoming than the people in America, and I'm from America. My bad. I went to New York, New Jersey, culture shock. I'm from Florida. So I'm used to seeing people like, what's up, man? How you doing? Because I see somebody that look like me, I'm gonna speak up there. But they're looking at me crazy. They can buy me to keep walking like, oh, I don't know who you talking to. So over here, the men, not just the women, man, the men are very welcoming. Every time I go out, security guards, the people in the bathroom, welcome my brother, Kerry Busana. Everybody. We're not just speaking on the women. Everybody's friendly here, man, and more welcoming. So Africa is more welcoming than America. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you definitely get more of a peace of mind over here. Yeah. So that's a fact, though. You know what I mean? Hey, and the air quality, A1. The air quality, talking about it's A1.
If you guys are enjoying the discussion, send a super chat at least $5 for us to read it. We're gonna freestyle from here now on. We might make this 3 hours. We might do another hour and a half. We're gonna do a kickback, but by the way, we might do a kickback every Sunday. But after 2 hours, we cutting it off because y'all was. I'm not even gonna say that. But the chicks was a little
doing too much.
Was a little like too. One thing I don't like about Nairobi is when you pull out that camera, that's like kryptonite.
I'm telling you.
I mean, they turn into Superman, Batman. They doing
they do backflips all over.
We done damn near got into fights, and I'm like, nigga, I didn't even see you until you walked up to tell me to turn off the camera. I was not recording you. So they said, let the chicks kick rocks. No.
They said the light-skinned guy is from Houston.
We'll turn up the live stream we'll do a live discussion like this for 2 hours with some chicks that are here, whatever. And then we're gonna have our own private time after that and have our own party because we don't. And I got too lit last time. In my lifestyle, thank you for the $5 super chat. Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna get some of this goat meat real quick.
Man, that sounds so good. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
I give you some.
You okay? I was about to go to leaks in here.
Yeah, 1800 is crazy.
Definitely coming right now.
Oh no! If you're not paying like $100 and killing your own food, you're doing everything.
Yeah, they have luxurious homes over here, man. You can stay in luxurious areas.
Come to Africa, man. It's not what you see on TV.
No. I came to Africa to beat the propaganda, and I did. The propaganda has been beaten.
That's some boozy.
I was taught totally different what the Africans thought of melanated Americans, and they love
All right, so yeah,
melanated Americans.
we're gonna drop the link.
Yeah.
We're gonna drop the link for anybody that want to come up and join the discussion. But if you want your comment read, it has to be $5 or more. And I just dropped a link. Let's see who's gonna come up first. But like, yo, I think y'all make this way too complicated. I think dudes just overvalue the states because they haven't traveled a lot of places. Oh, we got our first caller.
Yeah.
Are we validating them? You want to validate them like cam on for 3 seconds to cut it off? Just make sure they're not trolling. Oh. All right. Purple Pill. Welcome to the show.
What's good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Where you from?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
St.
Where
Louis,
you from?
Missouri. St. Louis, Missouri.
All right. So what you guys say about the topic?
I just had one thing to say about cuz with the gray beard. Somebody in the comments was asking like what niggas do for work, and he said we not like what do we do to make money over there? Cause y'all giving us all this propaganda to move over there, but every time niggas talk about like what do niggas do for work, we get vague answers or we told not to worry about it. But isn't that something the most thing we should be worried about is like what the fuck to do for work?
Let me answer that question.
I'm gonna answer. I'm tell you what I do for work. I invest. No, you talking about me because I was talking.
Oh, okay.
But
Oh, yeah.
no,
Yeah.
I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to be in niggas' business. Like specifically what you do, like what's the name of your job, but like give niggas.
You're trying to see how we get income to be able to survive in Kenya, basically.
Exactly.
I'm an investor, bro. I invest in cryptocurrency. I do DeFi. I own a decentralized finance blockchain company, Financial Freedom Squared, where I teach DeFi how to navigate the blockchain ecosystems using cryptocurrency. So my money comes through investing.
So for me, I'm also in investments, but I do stock market, and I'm also a retired veteran, so I have that income as well, and I run a barbershop and beauty salon out here.
All right, well, yeah, that's pretty good answers. But yeah, that's all I wanted because that kind of was like, damn, with y'all, if y'all
I was
gonna
just
say we should move over there, that should be.
I was
You said
trolling,
what?
bro. I was just trolling,
A
bro.
lot of the
Okay.
things that you guys are looking for, as far as, I mean, outside of income, income is gonna have to be something that we can give you ideas, but there's things you got to work, towards to actually be able to achieve those things. But for the most part, like a lot of the things that you guys are trying to achieve, you can really achieve in your consultation. Like, and it's not going to cost you much. All you got to do is hit the link in the bit at the bottom. And I know it sounds crazy for y'all to think I have to pay for that, but it's information that you would love to receive out here. Trust me. And it's stuff that you'll want to know before you get out here. That way you can avoid making the mistakes that the average tourist makes.
All right, word. That's all I wanted.
For sure.
Because that shit go nowhere, bro. Most of them.
We can figure out how we continue to sell dope through crypto. What do you mean we never answered the question? We definitely answered the question. I'm trying to understand how we did not answer the question.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Like people are usually opinionated. They usually want to come up and argue about this. Yeah. So I guess we were right.
Yeah.
Everything we said. Let me check.
Anybody else gonna come up? Anybody else got something they want to say? A question you want to ask? I mean, you can ask pretty much anything. Yeah, I talk a lot of trolling in the comments, but when it's time to ask questions, we tell y'all pop in here and ask these questions.
I know, like yeah, all the trolls be talking shit, but when you drop the link, they ain't trying to pull up.
What you waiting on? Okay, hit the link in the bio. What does my VA rating got to do with anything? I'm not about to tell you exactly how much I make, bro. Come on. I just told you what I do. If you click the link in the bio, it'll tell you how much the consultation is. And you'll even get a chance to come hang out with us.
Yeah, y'all trying to get like personal details on other shit specifically. Hit the link in the first comment or in the description and book a consultation.
How do we call, or where is the question? There's a link at the top that you click. It's a stream link, and it'll let you into the call. That shit fire, Tim.
He said, "What other countries we've been to that was our favorite?" I've been to Brazil, and Brazil was my favorite until here, though.
I've been to Amsterdam. Amsterdam was my favorite before I came here. So, been to Amsterdam. I've been to Italy. I've been to Switzerland. I've been to Paris. I've been to London. I've been a few places, man. And Nairobi is by far my personal experience the best that I've had.
Yeah, Nairobi is definitely my favorite so far. But I've been to Afghanistan prior to the military. I've been to Germany. I've been to Tijuana, Mexico. I've been to Puerto Rico. I've been to the DR, Dominican Republic, and a couple other countries in South America that I don't quite remember right now because I've had some, drunken nights. But that's neither here nor there. But Vicky, to answer your question, hey, thank you. I appreciate your comment towards me. Thank you. Yes, sir. I was just going to ask for it. No diddy.
Well, we got in the chat over here. On the TV,
Also, at the end, yeah, bro, if you drink
I
What time is it right now?
Why would I put my woman on live? Why would I show my woman to the world? That's private. Your relationship or the women you deal with, you should keep private. Well, I do. That's private.
It's 7:50. It's 7:55 over here right now.
I'm not in the military. Never been.
But now I know, like whoever said Brazil undefeated, word up. You know what I mean? Brazil was like that. But over here is even better. But now I know it's a vibe over here though. It's a vibe. They got stuff for everybody. Whatever you into, that's what they got.
I've been to cities outside of Kenya. I went to Mombasa. It's more conservative, it's more religious, but I still enjoyed it because each experience is different. So I still enjoyed Mombasa. And yeah, we went snorkeling out there, man. Indian Ocean. The water is beautiful.
Hey, follow the page to get the video.
Oh yeah. Check out my dog YouTube.
Hey, A Vet and Voyages. If you want to see our trip to Mombasa, go to A Vet and Voyages or here on YouTube, and you will be able to see our trip to Mombasa and many other videos that we went through. We got a safari on there. We got a couple other things on how we talk about just the day-to-day life living in the Kenya. Man, you got to check it out, man. Our pages is just as dope. We just need to build our following a little bit. So come check us out.
Yeah, go check out my YouTube, The Traveling More. DA Traveling More. MUUR. And you know the Moor is the original navigator of the land. That's what Moor means. You're mooring, navigating the land. The first people to traverse the land. That's how you got your maps. So The Traveling More, my YouTube. What else we got coming?
What other questions y'all got? What's up?
That's a whole other hour. We got the legend.
But no, we over here just cooling, vibing.
say that recipe that one hit.
Yeah, boy.
Give them the show, man.
Yes, The Traveling More. DA Traveling More. MUUR.
Why would Austin give us a look when he's screwed up the motor on something to get it?
Yeah. Man, yo, listen, I'm telling you, as a brother, Austin, that's a good man. It's about your heart, man. See, y'all see all the antics, y'all see all the stuff online.
My name is DJ. Follow me on YouTube.
Austin, good people, man. He done showed me nothing but love since I got here. And I genuinely bumped into him when I was out. I bumped into Austin. And it's been nothing but love from day one, man. He good people. You can tell his parents raised him well.
I'm got somebody in the back. Hold on. Pause. What is it?
Man,
so Key, welcome.
Hey, what's up, bro? Yeah,
How
I
you doing,
fuck.
bro?
Yeah, I fuck with this setup. This probably one of the best lives I watched so far in the whole space. But
Oh yeah, we appreciate it, bro.
yeah,
What you?
yeah. And I just had a few questions.
Y'all do.
So I traveled a few places, not extensively like y'all. I just traveled like 10 countries or so. And all right, so y'all telling me the best peoples for us is in Kenya? And that's just one question I got for y'all. That's it.
Hold on. Repeat that question again.
All right. I'm saying, all right, I'm from America, obviously. I traveled a few countries, but not as extensively as you guys. I only traveled like 10 countries. A few countries in
Okay.
the Caribbean, London, Barcelona, Mexico. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm pretty much trying to see like my next moves. I'm already making a few moves, and I'm like, I watch y'all every time y'all go live. So I just wanted to call in and ask a question. My question is, y'all saying the best black women for black Americans is in Kenya.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. That's
100%.
easy. Like
That's easy
I
peasy.
say, yeah. Next question.
Damn. All
Next
right, nah,
question.
that was my only cause I mean I mean if you want to consider Brazilian women black, I don't really count them as similar to us. You get what I'm saying? Um
Yeah.
I really don't, to be honest with you. But but yeah, bro, I think I'm gonna fuck with Kenya. I definitely think I am. I'm gonna book a
If you
consultation.
don't come to Kenya, you're missing out. I'm gonna put it to you like that. Book you
Yeah.
a one way and then go back 3 months later.
Yeah. Kenya changed your
Uh,
life. It's
so
a
all right,
life
so
changing place.
I know KG from Jersey, and then the other guy he said he was from Broward.
I'm from Houston.
We got two people here from Jersey. One from
I'm from
north,
Tallahassee.
one from the shore.
I'm near,
The guy that's from Florida. He what part of
He,
Florida he from?
he from Tallahassee.
Where
Oh,
the
okay,
fuck are the
Tallahassee.
callers at with the smoke?
I'm
Say it
from
again.
I'm from
Where the fuck are the callers at with the smoke?
I'm from the Tallahassee, bro. Tallahassee, Florida, near the capital. A
Oh yeah, that's
small little
tough.
town called Perry, Florida.
All right, yeah, and I get y'all logic. What y'all saying is they could be beautiful in America all they want. They just not cooperative. So
That's it,
It's
it's
bro.
just America. Okay, let's take
That's
South
it,
Africa
bro.
for a minute. South Africa got some of the most beautiful women I ever seen in my life. But what they talking about? Like what are they like you walking up to them, they roll their eyes, they do all this stuff.
yeah, I ain't
Like
gonna lie.
what
I thought
benefit is it?
y'all was
Okay,
going in South Africa. I thought y'all was gonna be like. I thought it was gonna be something. I thought y'all was gonna
I
be
thought it was gonna be
surprised.
something too.
Yeah,
It surprised both of us.
cause I know
Like I said,
I see that I'm looking through the lens that y'all looking through. Like, y'all could have did y'all thing in America, but y'all like cooperation. So y'all going, y'all went to South Africa. I'm looking at South African women like how you guys are looking at them. Like, you know, if they was cooperative, you get what I'm saying? It would probably be better.
yeah.
Or
Like,
we would see as more feminine. You get what I'm saying? Or more less masculine. But
yeah,
no,
like I said,
that was my only question for real, for real. This live was one of the best ones I watched.
I
Hey, watch the
appreciate it,
video.
Keith.
You heard the sub.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You're welcome anytime, bro. I guess we're gonna bring on the next caller. We're looking for people with smoke, but I guess everybody's scared.
Hey, whoever just
Shit,
said
I
they
got
saw that
smoke
video and they
too.
subbed,
But
I
I don't
appreciate you.
I fuck with y'all channel, so I don't even want no smoke.
You're a real motherfucker. Whoever just said
I
that.
But keep up the
appreciate you,
good
bro.
work, bro.
All right, bro. Like I said, you're welcome anytime, bro.
I'm gonna book a call and then I'm gonna be out there.
Facts.
You gonna regret it, bro. You gonna regret it.
Oh wait, we have a hold on. We have a woman in the back. I definitely want to bring her up next. But what's his new name? Reg Mula. Bro, how you say that name?
It's Reach Mula.
Reg Mula. Where you from?
I'm from Florida, but I'm in Nairobi now for like 8 more days. I was the guy that did the visa run from South Africa. I'm waiting on my passport here. These girls aren't hot, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I ain't trying to get smoked, but my girlfriend in South Africa is hotter than 90% of the girls here.
Okay, so you said talk about. You said the women aren't hot. Where have you been
They're
meeting women at?
Thank you,
It
Mrs.
doesn't
Steve.
matter. I stayed here for 3 months, a year and a half ago, and I'm back here now. You go to Mombasa, here, anywhere. The average Kenyan woman is about a 4 anywhere else or a 5.
He said most women here are 5.
The average one. If you go to in Johannesburg,
He's right.
my girl thinks that she's not hot. I was showing her the girls here because she knows I fuck other bitches. She just what it is. And she said these girls are ugly as a motherfucker. Actually, I was at Quiver
Oh, what is your
last
nationality?
weekend. I was at Quiver last weekend. Even the bottle girls were hit, man.
Quiver. Quiver. Which quiver were you at? Because there's a
If
lot
there
of
was,
quivers.
put it like this, brother. Y'all feel like y'all like it. If girls are hot, you don't have to fucking get scientific where you go to find hot girls. In Colombia, the girls are just hot. In South Africa, the girls are just hot. You don't have to be like, man, hang out in this corner right here, and the girls are cute. No, the girls are hot. They're hot, man. That's just what it is.
You don't have to see a bad chick. I don't need to get scientific.
Man, that's
Like
cat.
you can walk around the mall and see bad
Man,
chicks.
ain't no
That's- I
bad
don't
bitches in the mall here, man. Be real, dog. Come on, man.
Troll.
I
What
like
mall
y'all
is you
niggas, be
going
real,
to?
man.
Troll, bro.
I can name you 6 different malls. You can find
I'm on
baddies all
Kendorama
day,
Road.
every day.
I can get on the back of a boat right now. I can go to the little weak ass mall here in Kilimani, go to Two Rivers and all that. In South Africa,
He
one
went to
neighborhood is
Yaya.
this. Yaya got ugly bitches. Two Rivers got ugly
Yaya,
bitches.
of all places.
Two Rivers got ugly
Stop it,
bitches.
bro.
We just keep
Stop
going.
it.
Said you about to go to Yaya. Real talk.
The rooftop bar, bro. Even what's the point? I went last week and I went to this place. It was a little day party. Fuck, it's a little seafood spot. What the fuck is it called, man?
The link
Girls
is in the
just
top
not-
of the chat.
The girls
So
just
y'all
not
listen
that
to it.
hot, man. I'm just being honest, man. They, if y'all like them, y'all like them. But man, give me a Kosa woman over all this.
Give you a who?
Kosa, South African Kosa. My girl's Kosa. That's the tribe she's in. And she's hot compared to these girls. I thought she was average in South Africa.
Yeah, how did you meet her?
Y'all know I'm telling the truth, man, because I'm actually here.
How did you
I
meet
wasn't-
your girl?
I'm not one of these.
You
Huh?
just act like you didn't hear the question. How did you meet
I
your
didn't hear you.
girl?
What'd you say?
How
The
did
girl
you
in South
meet your
Africa?
girl?
In a club in Cosmopolitan. There's a club in called Cosmopolitan in Maboneng. That's where I met her.
Hmm.
That's where I met my girl. But I'm just saying, like, maybe it's the swag ain't for me. I don't think these girls could dress. They give like more of a.
You think they can't dress?
It's like a thrift store
Bro,
kind of
you
like
are
dressing
not.
to me,
You
man.
trolling.
This man,
I can't even take this conversation.
hey, he's a complete and utter
No,
troll.
I'm being
at
real
this
with you,
point.
man. Like I have a travel history. I'm an expert traveler. I ain't one
Hey,
to be
yo,
broke.
stop
Hey, let's
hating.
move on to the next caller.
Hey, yo, stop hating. Hey, yo, when hey, listen, when these chicks pop out, they pop out. They put that on.
If my
Have you
girl
even
walked
met
down
a
the street,
Somali
all these
chick?
guys
I'm
gotta talk to
serious.
us.
I'm just, and Austin knew it was coming. I was trying not to do it. But have
I'm
you even
here
met
though.
a
I'm not a
Somali
hater.
chick?
I'm here. I'm on
Have you
Kendorama
met
right
an
now. I'm here.
Ethiopian?
These girls aren't hot.
Have you met a South Sudan?
I've been to
Have you met a
Ethiopia. I got
Tanzanian?
money. I'm not one of these people. I've been to Ethiopia. I've been there. Listen, I'm different, brother. I ain't one of these
You
bums in the
different?
chat who chatting from New Jersey. I'm not one of these guys. I'm here on Kendorama Road. The girls aren't hot. Just being real.
You're
I'm right here
on
in
where?
Kilimani, Kendorama Road, in Kilimani, right around the corner from Yaya. That's where I'm at. I don't think the girls are hot. It's my opinion.
I know where he at.
Rooftop.
Yeah, I know where he at.
Heartland Gardens apartment. That's where I'm at. I don't think these girls are hot.
Okay, and you ain't met no baddies. You can go across the street to Gemini and meet some baddies.
Man, these girls, man, South
Some
Africa,
8s,
one
9s, and
neighborhood smokes
10s.
the
I
whole
done met a
country.
few.
South
been
Africa,
to
one
Gemini?
neighborhood smokes the whole country.
Huh?
One neighborhood smoked this whole country. One. Cape Town blows this place away with beauty. You know it does.
This is a South Africa lover.
No, I'm a bad
Mr.
bitch lover.
Lover.
I like women in Medellin. I
Ooh.
like women in Brazil. Ethiopia next door got bad chicks. Addis Ababa next door smokes this place.
Bro, Somalia got some of the baddest in East Africa. That's how I know you
Not
don't.
really, man.
You
Somali's
ain't
got
really
them
had
fat
the bad-
faces with the big cheeks with the pockets in it. Them girls aren't bad. They're not
Get
bad.
him off. He
Y'all know
gotta go.
exactly what I'm
He
talking about.
gotta go.
Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. The average Somali is not a
He
bad
gotta
bitch.
go.
You need to stop this slander and then blasphemy, bro.
I'm not slandering. Kenya has nice people. They're really welcoming. South Africa is not very welcoming, but the girls are better. She says what it is. I'm being real with y'all. Y'all used
Yeah,
to
bro.
these guys
If
coming.
you
Y'all used
gotta
to these
get
guys.
rejected 100 times to meet one bad chick, like what is it worth?
No, you don't. In South Africa, the girls are easy, man. Sit down, buy 3 bottles, you have a whole section full of yourself, full of bitches, man. It's
Oh
real
my
easy.
god! Oh my god! Sit down, buy 3, but sit down, 3 to buy. All right, bro. Get out. Bro, you just exposed yourself,
Hey,
bro.
hey, bro, you a simp, you a trick. Get the fuck out the line.
Bro, that's
Man, y'all
crazy
niggas is
work.
cornballs.
Bro, that's crazy work, bro. You gotta buy 3 bottles. He going. He. Oh God. A moment of silence for this dude, bro, because he's a trick. But we have a lady caller, and I'm interested to see this. God, let me add you. God's
Oh my.
favorite.
Hi,
Hello, welcome to
hey,
the live.
hey guys.
What's up? How you
Where
doing?
you from?
Hey, I'm from Austria. Hey,
Austria.
I'm from
Oh,
Austria.
Austria. Austria.
okay, welcome. What do you think about the topic?
Thank you. I'm from Austria, but I'm Kenyan.
Ah,
Sasa.
Yes, I wanted to tell you guys, the topic is good, but you guys should be careful. Like, okay, when you want a Kenyan lady, there are different types of Kenyan ladies.
Okay, elaborate.
I mean,
Yeah, what?
you should, because I've seen most of your videos, you guys go to the clubs because different ladies are in different areas. That
Okay, so
we're not
since you're a
always in the
Kenyan
club.
woman, I'm pretty sure you was born in Kenya, then you moved to Austria. Is that correct?
yes,
Okay, so give us some of the intel because you said we're going to the club. So what is your opinion where we
yes.
should go meet women and do all this? Like break it down for us because the chat is very, very curious about this.
Uh, what you guys should do is you should not show out. Like you should keep a low profile because definitely the girls watch your videos. They know what you are looking for. You should keep a low profile. Like you might meet a lady, but they're just up for your money. Then you end up missing the right one.
Okay, so you're basically saying don't leave with your money.
Yes, even though you have enough money to spend, but then you should keep your budget.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
No,
because a lot of girls, a lot of ladies are looking for the cash.
I mean, that is a good
So
point. A lot
if
of
you keep
dudes
it,
come overseas and look, they leave with their money, and that's why they get caught up and always got problems. Like you should never lead with your money. You should never even start
never.
any like relationship with money like that. Like, because you're setting an expectation.
But we're not tricking, so we don't have to stop doing something if we're not already doing it. We are aware that I'm not talking to you, love. I'm sorry. I was talking to somebody in the comments. We definitely are
exactly.
aware
And
that
then
we're not in.
you guys should go to other parts of Kenya. You should go to Nakuru.
We've been to Nakuru. We've been to Kiambu County. We've been to Kibera. We've been to the outskirts. We know what it has to offer.
Really?
Hey, how you doing? But over here it's you go talk to the lady. She either likes you, she doesn't like you. It's no tricking involved.
Okay.
I'm just
But
okay.
we are not like the Western women. Maybe because we have like a different culture.
Okay, what separates y'all from that? You made a good point. What separates y'all from Western women, in your opinion? Because you're a Kenyan woman, and you've
What
been.
separates us from
Go ahead. Sorry.
yes, what separates us is the upbringing, how we were raised back at home. Because when we travel out of Kenya, we still have the tradition with us.
Okay.
Alrighty then. Um.
Yes,
So
and then
so
it
basically, you're
also
saying that.
depends. It all, I
Okay.
mean,
Yeah.
it
Yeah. Okay.
also
Depends on what.
depends. If the lady still have the, I'm sorry.
I think it's a delay. Yeah, but finish your statement. I was trying to say finish your statement because you said it depends on something.
Yes, it depends on the woman or the lady or the girl Yes, I mean, if the girl travels out of the country, will she still be respectful? Will she still behave herself? Will she still listen to the parent or the husband, you know? Or she will misbehave, maybe. So that's,
Okay, let me ask you a question. Since you're a Kenyan who
or
moved
she will
abroad,
take the culture of the Western woman.
I think it's her internet.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think there's a slight delay. Let me ask you this question real quick. Since you're a Kenyan woman, I'm pretty sure you're born in Kenya, you moved abroad. Have you had to adapt to the Western standards, or are you still acting the way you were when you were brought up in Kenya? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you. I still adapt. I mean, I still behave. I was born back in Kenya, but you know the saying that says, yes, I can hear you. The voice keeps repeating itself like 2 times.
Oh, there's an echo. Are you watching the screen while you're talking
Yeah,
to
there's
us?
an echo.
I think she's her mic and output is intertwining.
Exactly. Why? Why is it like that?
Can you pause the screen? Because yeah, if you're talking on the screen, you've got two of them going. There's going to be an echo.
And it's not just an echo; it's also a
Okay.
delay. It's pretty nasty delay too.
Okay.
Um. Okay. God's favorite. It seems like you cut out.
We'll move on to
Get
the next
yourself
call.
situated. We can bring you back. Let's go to the next person I seen that popped up. Who is this? Pray for pray for my homie in the green paying $1,800 a month. Welcome to the chat. You're muted.
You gotta tell him money. I thought you got a house. You got a house, like you got a compound?
I think he's away from the computer right now, or he's just trolling. Thank you. I'm gonna go on to the next person. Let's go to Dr. David. Dr. David, welcome to the show.
What up? I got smoke for you bitches. I'm just messing. Nah, but for real, you guys are, I think, are overplaying Kenya a little bit.
Wait, where you from? Hold up before you go to the whole dialogue. Where you from?
I'm Nigerian, but I go all over. I've been all over the place. Yeah, you guys are overplaying Kenya just a little bit. I know you guys are having a good time, and I'm not gonna shoot on that, but you're overplaying that. And then what the girl was trying to tell you, you got to tell her to turn her YouTube on. She trying to tell you that there's traditional women that would probably be more wholesome than what you run into in the clubs. Because in Africa, a lot of women won't even be caught dead in the club. Some of them girls that you see on them polo matches, which by the way, there's a huge polo scene in Nigeria. So if you guys are into going to polo matches, you should check out the Ikoyi Polo Club. In Lagos, they got a whole scene over there, and it's just a bigger city. Like you're in Nairobi, that's like what 4 million people, 4 to 5 million people. Lagos got like 27 million people, and then Ethiopia,
So
Addis Ababa is like
very much so.
yeah, Addis Ababa is I would even say is better than being in Nairobi. It's up to you though. Obviously, you guys are very comfortable there, English speakers or whatever. I think you'd be comfortable in other English speaking countries. And I just think you guys are pigeonholing yourself. That's way too small of a city, way too small of an area to be like, oh, it is. I'm not sure how much you guys have been around. Now, South Africa, I agree with you. South Africa is a shit show. I could have told you guys that before you even went there, but you guys were. I did tell you guys that before you went there, but you guys didn't listen, so you just kept listening to other people. But yeah, if I were you guys, I would check out Lagos, check out Addis Ababa, check out Luanda. Check out Asmara in Eritrea, and then come back about how Kenya is the best place. I just think you guys are overplaying that way too much.
So as far as Nigeria and Lagos go, I honestly am gonna wait until December to check it out. But outside of that,
No,
I don't
you
really
can
have a
go.
reason to want
No.
I don't have a reason to really want to go over there.
No, hell no, hell no. First of all, that is not the best time to go because you're going to run into a lot of people like me who are in and out, live in London, live in New York, live in other places, and are just there for December or 2-3 months, and then we come another time a year. Best time to go if you guys. I think Austin went to a fashion show. Go to Lagos Fashion Week. You'll see baddies from all over the continent. Go to Lagos Fashion Week. That's not going to be in December. It's just they're going to do 2 of them a year, so check that out. And then go in an off time too. Don't just go in December. But yeah, if you go in December, you'll have a blast too. You'll run into all kinds of people from all over the world who are everywhere, and it's kind of descend on the city. So that would be cool too. But I wouldn't go. That wouldn't be my only time going there because it gets very congested because there's just so many people there, and you'll get a perception of what it's like to live there from that time, and it's nothing like that in the other times. Because it's sometimes to get to like some events and some things, it'll take you like 30 minutes, 40 minutes just to get to like a few blocks just because it's ridiculously packed. So that 27 million people that's in that city, December, it's like 50 million. It's crazy. So it's fun as shit. But I have a bunch of videos on my channel.
So I want to travel somewhere and go fun. So why wouldn't I and go have fun? So why wouldn't I go there when it's fun?
Yeah, it's the perception is going to be different. You're going to run into a lot of people who don't stay there all the time or who aren't there regularly. And you're going to run into a lot of congestion, like traffic congestion, lines to get into places, things that are a little excessive from what you're experiencing now, like how you can kind of walk into places and get seated. You'll think that that's how it is all the time, and it's not. So some things will annoy you with like just the large number of people. At least it does for me, like trying to get places because I know how it is on normal times and how it is then. So I think it's best to see it in different times, and then therefore you get a perception of what it's like to be there long term, as opposed to just what it's like to be there during a high peak holiday season where it's just very congested. Both are cool, but one gives you an idea of what it's like most of the year. One gives you an idea of what it's like during that time. So yeah,
Gotcha. I understand. I respect it. You got anything else you want to say real quick before I switch over? I got another female in here I want to bring in.
Yeah, bring them up. I'll drop.
All right, brother. You have a good one. Appreciate your feedback.
He was talking about Nigeria.
He was talking about Nigeria.
I didn't even know that was a name.
Talking about Nigeria.
But he said he over to the Kenyan, bro. You can't over.
Welcome.
He's been on my channel for years.
Got your mic on, executive. I just heard a sniffle.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. Welcome. How are you? Where are you from?
Let me keep it secret, but I'm African.
You're African, but what part of Africa? Africa is a very huge continent.
Yes, I say let me keep it secret.
You want to keep it secret?
Uh-huh.
Why?
Okay. Oh, no, for nothing, but just
okay.
yeah.
Okay. I sense something's coming.
What's your nationality?
Say it again.
She don't want to tell me her
What
nationality.
is it? What's your nationality?
This is what I said. I want to keep it secret.
Why?
It's her secret, I guess.
Mhm.
It's
Okay.
you telling us.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Thank
Ask
you
your question.
for having me. Thank you for
Go ahead.
having me. Okay, I have some question.
Okay.
Okay. I would like to know because the last time I was on Austin show, I called, and after that I checked. What is passport bro?
Okay.
What is passport?
Ask the question one more time.
I says the last time I was on Austin show and I called, we spoke, and after that I went to check. So I would like to know from you, what is passport bro? What it means?
This is not passport, bro. This is
I've been waiting to answer this question for a long time. I've been very nice about it, but I feel like people take the passport bro term and misconstrue it. Passport bro, to me, or in my opinion, because I'm not going to go off a Google definition because that's so very vague. So I would definitely say a passport bro is somebody who has a passport and travels to places to only do one thing and only have one mindset while in there, and it's nothing business like. I'm not going to get into the details of what I think it is, but it's nothing business like. Let's put it like that. But to answer your question, as far as we go here in this group of guys, none of us consider ourselves passport bros, because in order for us to consider ourselves passport bros, we must also be able to accept the actions of those people, and we're not going to accept something that we have no control over.
Okay. So, is it an American thing, or is something that was created new? It's a new, how can I say that? A new trend? Is it a new trend, and specifically American?
I mean, just like anything else on the internet, at any point in time or any day, something can become a trend. So it can be trending now. It could be trending 2 months from now. It just at any point in time.
Oh, okay. So normally you are going to places to discover countries, places, right? Like a normal
Everybody
person.
has their own reason for wanting to travel.
Say it again.
Everybody has their own reason for wanting to travel.
Oh, okay. But the first reason for traveling is to go to discover the place, right?
To go learn about the place, yes.
Yeah, discover the place.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, thank you for the answer. And like I said, I was watching some video to try to understand what is it, what is it in reality. But okay, when I watch your video, when I say your, I mean the people who are doing those kind of traveling. Okay, when I watch it, I feel like are you going are you going for girls, or are you going
Okay, so
to
as far as I go, I'm just gonna let you know you can watch my channel. It's called Vetting Voyages, and you can determine that question for yourself. But I do appreciate your question, time that you have given us. Go ahead and sit back into the comments. I'm gonna pull somebody else in. Thank you for your time. Hi, Erica. Welcome. Hello. Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Where you
Yes,
from?
can you hear me?
Yep. Where you from?
Yes, I'm sorry, there's a little delay. I'm actually from Ethiopia.
You're from Ethiopia. Okay. I like that. Yeah. So what brings you on the call?
Yes, I just want to say that Austin has no game at all.
We have a troll, Austin. She says you have no game at all.
Yes, so
pull up the profile picture. I respond.
Oh, he cut your camera on and he will respond.
Austin was trying to holler at my homegirl and like he literally had no game. The other guy had all the game.
Other guy has all the game. Which other guy?
You don't need to run game though.
No. Which other guy?
The guy with the dress had all the game. Austin was really whack, and he's very American. Oh my god, like seriously.
I just noticed something. You're a troll. Your name is Erica, but it's probably Eric. Yeah? And you're not from Ethiopia. You're probably from, let's say, America. Maybe Kenyan. No, I don't hear an accent. What do you think, American?
Yeah.
And tell the guy that gets the VA disability that Trump is going to take all of it.
Yep, there you go. Trump ain't gonna take nothing, buddy. You know, it would take an act of Congress to completely remove somebody from VA directory of getting paid. We're gonna move on to the next caller. Let me see who else we got here. You're back. Somebody new. Reg Mula. Okay.
That was the man we were just talking to.
That definitely was a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was me. So look, it's just one more thing because I think you mislead people a little bit. One white boy can take almost any black. Listen, I'm telling you, a white boy can take y'all's girl up here. An average
Say
white
what?
boy.
Bro,
And
you don't
know
even,
it.
you probably don't even have an African woman. And if you knew what my girl looked
Bro,
like, boy,
my
you'd be
woman
on
is
your
South
knees
African
praying,
and I got more
wishing you
money.
had it. Yep. Next person, purple pill. Who's free? It's free. It's free. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, you guys just be careful out there, man.
Yeah, we know, man.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Thank you, man. We
Yeah,
understand.
yeah, be careful out there because Kenya is nice. Like, everyone's very
Yeah.
jovial and whatnot, but some of these girls will rob you.
We understand.
Yeah, we definitely aware.
And I'm sure,
Just like in Texas.
yeah, like I was seeing in the comments, like if you guys are staying in Airbnbs, just make sure there's a lockbox in there.
Or we keep our key with us. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, keep your key, put your passport, like the most important things you put in the lockbox. Because some of these girls, they be fired, they look good, like the ass is the yash they call it is everywhere, but you don't know, like you might go to sleep, lose some stuff by the time you wake up. But just always make sure you have security with cameras in your building. Make sure they're writing their names in the paperwork. They give the security the IDs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of buildings in Kenya have this. Some don't. But never make that mistake. Any Airbnb you stay in, make sure security takes her ID. Trust me. And make sure she's on camera. Because we can't be so distracted by the ass sometimes. Yeah, it's hard.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because almost everyone
Gotta
in
ask.
Kenya has ass of some kind.
That's standard.
Yeah, they're beautiful too. They're beautiful.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I ain't gonna say all, but definitely a lot of the women out here are
Yeah.
very beautiful. And
Yeah,
you can
another
get caught up if you're not careful.
Another thing also is they're like, to me, like in the comments I was seeing, I agree with some of them. Some of the girls outside, I don't know. Like I particularly don't talk to a lot of the ones I don't even go clubbing, for instance, right? But even like the polo club chicks, I don't know. I just feel like the kind of girls in the club or even the polo games, they're just looking for a millionaire or something, or some guy with a bag. I feel like
I
the
don't,
best.
I don't agree with that. I feel like the polo club is one of the best places to actually network out here, depending on what it is you do.
I agree with networking at polo clubs. I agree with that. But to me, I feel like if you just take like a painting class or something, there are fire girls there. Like the more creative girls that are not out for money. Like they're just more low key. The more low key girls are not outside.
Okay.
I
agree with you. I mean, it's you're not gonna always find them. We're not always in the club, guys. Like, like we are not always out and about in the clubs. We are actually regular people in a sense. We just don't work your traditional jobs. Most of us. There are some of us here that do have regular jobs, but most of us are invested in some type of way, and we have a way to be able to move around how we see fit. But we're not in the clubs like you guys think we are. I promise you, we're not. I mean, we go maybe once, twice a week, if that.
Maybe
some weeks don't go at all.
Some weeks we don't go clubbing.
That's good. Yeah, I wanted to suggest maybe you guys find like a paint and sip or something like that. You know what I mean? I think that would be good content. Or going to like Asha, or going to like farming communities.
Yeah, I was told.
Like rent a car. What's that?
We did that. We went out to Kibera and donated to Kenya. Like fed the homeless. Did a video on that. Like it was a lot that we've done in Kenya that you guys, just aren't always seeing on one channel. Like I said, we all have channels here, so there are different channels for you to watch that you'll see different points of views and different things.
Yeah. I've never seen that. I only see the club stuff, but I'm glad you guys do that. Also, wear condoms, boys. Wear condoms, boys. Because some of these girls in Kenya, they don't mind getting pregnant for an American dude.
We know.
We know that. We know that that's how it is.
We're aware of the pros and cons of dating.
Yeah, like we not. This isn't our. Even though we've only been out here a few months, this isn't our first rodeo of traveling and dating and learning how to talk and deal with the women.
Yeah. And has any of them ever asked you for money yet? Don't lie, guys.
I mean, you get that all the time, but
Yes.
if you know what you're doing and you know how to talk, you just kind of let that be or don't
Yeah,
deal with that person. Like you'll learn, bro. Like when you come out here, it's a different way to move around and do things. You don't have to pay for everything. I don't know why people listen to that narrative. You really don't. Everything doesn't cost. Some women really just genuinely are curious about a different culture than their own.
Yeah. I've noticed that. So, and I've noticed that the Kenyan men do also be hating too.
Huh?
The Kenyan men do be hating on y'all too.
I mean, you get that here and there. I get that more from the other cultures like Somalian and Tanzanian than I do the Kenyan men. Me personally, that's just my experience.
I noticed in Kenya, the Nigerians are the ones really taking a lot of girls over there. And I know some of the Kenyan men don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't agree with that necessarily. Can you pay them like in Thailand? That's not what we're doing.
You can't.
Disability scam is crazy.
What are you talking?
I'm reading comments, just talking.
Yeah, I see.
But all right, Free. I'm gonna pull somebody else in here. We got a decent amount of people in the comment section trying to get in here. So we appreciate. Anything else you want to say before I'm gonna be polite? Anything else you want to say before I take you out?
Good luck. Be safe. Stay strapped.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you, man. You have a good one. Peace, love, and blessings to you.
Bye.
We're still on the 1800.
All right, let's see who we bringing in here. Who we got? We got Samuel Nogorti. New guy. What's going on, Samuel? Hello? Is your mic on?
Your mic on?
I hear an echo. His mic is definitely on. Have you seen this caller before?
Yo. You gonna say something?
All right, give a few more seconds. 3, 2, 1.
You're smiling, bro.
I didn't get that one. Purple Pill was just in here. Kamutu looks like Erica trying to come back. Definitely same profile picture. Pray for home. Was he able to? Nah, his mic went out last time. Let's pull him back. Pray for homie.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you this time.
Yo, my homie in the green, bro.
What's the word? How you coming? What's the word?
How did that happen, bro?
Are you talking about 1800? I mean, listen. If a person want to pay 1800, they could pay 1800. You know what I mean?
Is it like a mansion or something?
So why you worrying about my? So why you worrying about my budget? Why you worrying about my pocket?
No, I ain't worried. I'm just saying, if that's good, that's good. I'm just trying to make sure you're not getting like scammed or anything.
Okay.
Is it like a mansion or
You got
something?
anything else you want to ask me about?
Yeah, I'm
You
just
got
trying to
anything
find
else?
out what the rate is. Is it a 3-bedroom?
Is
4-bedroom?
okay, let me ask you this though, right? Is 1800 too much for you? Because you keep
No.
worrying about what I, you know what I mean? You worrying about my pocket. So.
It's not too much. I'm just trying to see what the rate
Yeah,
is
stop
based
pocket
on the
watching it.
bedrooms.
Just stop pocket watching, okay?
How many bedrooms is it though?
So anything else you got to say?
Nah, man, no one's coming at you. Like 3 bedrooms cost more than 1 bedroom. So just trying
Depending
to find
on
out
what you want to stay in, man, you can find $1,800 out here for.
If that's what you
a
want to
place,
stay
brother.
in,
Yeah, but
That's
is
really
it
what you
for
want
like
to
a
do.
3-bedroom?
It could be a 3, it could be a 4, it could be a 5, bro. You can get an 8-bedroom for that price out here easily. You can get a whole mansion estate out here with 6 different buildings and 12 different rooms for that price if that's what you want to do, bro. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's all
I'm
we're
not trying to
telling
come at him sideways. I'm just trying to find out, like, because his rate is different from you guys, right?
you. Okay, so if his rate is different from ours and we're telling you we're staying 1 and 2 bedroom apartments, then it should tell
So
you
his
right
is
then and there
probably
that
like
he would
what,
have
like
to
4
be
or
in a
something like
mansion.
that?
or something bigger, right?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. If it is the size or is it the location, right?
All right. But do you got any other questions, my brother? Instead of praying for the homie, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, I'm praying for him.
Continue to pray.
Yeah, I'm
all
gonna
right,
keep
brother. We
praying.
appreciate you.
Y'all good.
All right. Have a good one. Another female. Let's bring her in. Hi, Ivan. How you doing? Got your mic on? Ivan is cartel. Hello, hello. She's muted.
You can hear me?
I knew it.
Nah. Listen. This my girl YouTube profile. Pretty much my girl from Colombia and shit. I just wanted to shout out to Austin. You know, I watch the channel. I support y'all and everything. But it's a few questions I wanted to ask y'all though.
Go ahead.
Pretty much like I'm gonna keep it real. Austin, I feel like the way how Austin moves, like Austin gives up too much. Like, and that's just me. I do donations to Austin, everything. I don't hate on Austin, nothing. Like when Austin was in Thailand with the girl, the pretty Thailand girl, like, and then just left. I understand he wanted to travel and everything, but it's like, bro, you found what you were looking for. You know what I'm saying? And now you're in Africa and now
that
you're going
was a
through
bust
it. You're
down.
going through the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You're going through the same thing. Like me, I just wanted to explain something. Like me, I had the same thing. Like the girl in the picture, that's my girl. I'll if I have to, I'll link my Facebook, everything. I'll show y'all everything. I got a beautiful Colombian princess. You know what I'm saying? I just feel as if though you guys go to the wrong places to look for girls. Like most of the time, Austin is in the club and everything. When I first seen Austin, I forgot who it was. It wasn't Skylar. It was somebody else. And the first person I saw was Austin in the club, and he interviewed Austin. I'm like, you know what? Let me join this guy's channel. And then I started to see Austin. I'm like, yeah, I fuck with him. Like he got a cool vibe, everything. Like people be saying Austin sassy. No, Austin not sassy at all. Austin got his standards. And I feel as if though when he was in Thailand, that was the girl Austin was supposed to be with. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, it's
How
racism
can you tell
everywhere.
someone else who to be with?
Huh?
How can you tell someone else who to be with? How do you know that
I'm
that
not
person?
telling, but listen, hear me out. I'm not telling him who to be with. But at the end of the day, as a viewer and as a supporter and donating to him, me being there and not actually being there, but me witnessing it, Austin seemed more happy in Thailand. I'm keeping it 100 with y'all. Austin seemed way happier in Thailand. Now, every time Austin hop on, Austin talks about, the girls and how he being treated and all this. But me as a viewer, from my point of perspective, Austin seemed a lot happier in Thailand. Even when he was in Colombia and everything, just hear me out. Even when he was in Colombia and everything, for one, I had an experience, right, where I was with one of my white friends, right? And the guy he was with, the one white guy he was with, I felt as if was around girls who only liked white dudes. And that's some shit that people do to gatekeep. Like, even like this, how I got with my girl. My girl basically told me the whole situation of how my friend was dogging me out. You know what I'm saying? Always talking about how black dudes is poor in America and shit. And then when she actually got to know me, it was over after that. I've been with my girl for 3 years, certified baddie, bro. You know what I'm saying? I felt like Austin gave up in Colombia. I felt like he gave up in Thailand. And just this the whole situation. Like, bro, it's racism everywhere, bro. It's tribalism where you guys are. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Austin just gives up too much and he puts his opinion out there. And then it's like, come on, it's like a slap in the face to us when 3 videos ago you like, man, this is good out here and all this, and then 3 videos later you're like, oh man, it's racism and all this, but you're not looking at the fact you were out there with a white dude, bruh. A white dude. So you're gonna be around girls that specifically like being around white boys. You know what I'm saying? You're not looking at it like that. And I've been in that situation, bro. I've been in Medellin, I've been in Cartagena, you know, the red zone. Like my girl is taking me to the places tourists are not even supposed to go. And I'm good out there, bro. I'm good out there. I live good. You feel me? Like, and I've never had a problem. Yeah, I've had some gang problems, whatever, and all that, but that stuff you go deal with in America, bro. Like I really done touched down. I done been in the feds, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm really about that.
Let me
yeah, go
let me
ahead.
jump in here real quick. I feel exactly what you're saying, but I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck with you. As a person who has been watching Austin since he was also in Colombia and in Thailand, I'm just gonna sit here and tell you because I know him personally. If you really knew him, you would know that he's not as attracted to them type of women as he are to the African beautiful women that we have here in Africa. So if you were really watching his videos, you would tell the evolution and how he changed and the type of women that he found an attraction to out here. And I get you were watching during that time in Thailand and you were able to see what he was looking at with that type of woman. But if you see him here with the women that I've seen him with, there's a totally different smile and a totally different piece in his
I
life.
mean, yeah, he you're around him more. You're around him more. So that's I can't really speak on that. I'm just coming off of how I experienced him. I've never been around a man. I've never, you know, really chatted it up with him. But you know, like, bro, like I'm not saying like it ain't no beautiful woman in Africa. I'm not saying that at all because I love my queens, bro. But at the end of the day, bro, we know, bro, Colombia, Thailand, bro, it got Africa top, bro. I done been to South Africa, bro. I know it's not all about beauty. I know it's not all about beauty, but I done been to South Africa, bro. I done been there, bro. And those women, bro, are more greedier than a woman in Colombia on average, bro. I'm not saying Colombia, you know, they just, you know, they just angels, but you know, bro, everywhere has some devils, bro. And I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Colombia, Thailand, you'll find something more traditional than Africa, bro. And it's a real black man coming from.
Hold up, bro.
Because you're going on a monologue. Okay, so as a person who lived in Thailand for a long amount of time and been going to Thailand since 2017, how are Thai women better? And I love Thai women.
I'm not saying they're better. I'm not saying they're better. I'm not saying nobody's better because I'm a God-believing man. Everybody's equal. But where I'm coming off at, as far as traditional housewife type of woman, bro, I've lived in South America, South Africa, bro. It's like the guy just said, there's a lot of hungry, there's more hungry females out in South Africa than there is in Colombia. Like, bro, when you look at South Africa, bro, the first thing when y'all went, the first thing you saw, bro, was Gucci, Louis Vuitton, all that. They got that in Colombia, but not as much as that.
Have you been to Kenya, my brother? Can I ask you a question?
I have not been to Kenya. I didn't want to go to Kenya.
I need you to come to Kenya before you speak on how African women are.
No. I'm not speaking on Kenya. You got me misinterpreted, brother. I'm talking about South Africa. You know what I'm saying? And I have no reason to go because, like I said, I've been with my Colombian princess 3, 4, 5 years, bro. I found what I needed. You know what I'm saying?
Are you in Colombia or are you in the States?
Well, right now I'm in the States. I'm in the States on business. I got a little sneaker resale business. I got a car business going. I got a lot going. So, you know, I got to go back and forth. And then all this shit with Trump. Yeah, bro, you know how it is. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you know, I was upset for the man. You know, maybe I'm over pushing it, whatever, you know, maybe I'm jumping in the waters I really don't need to be. But my boy seemed happier, bro, with the little joint he had in Thailand, bro. Like every time Austin throw up a video, it's a problem, bro. Every time he threw up a video in Thailand, bro, with that little baddie he had, the man was happy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just coming out like, bro, I've been there, bro. And I feel like the man, like, I'm not saying that it ain't no good females in Africa. But I feel like the man, the man should go back, bro.
Breathe. Take a breath.
Hold on.
Meditate. Give us 2 seconds. Let us talk.
Let me tell you something. 'Cause you're talking about something I know very, very well.
Yeah.
You're talking about the joint that he knew in Thailand. I also knew her. So you're
Yeah.
talking about women that's very, very traditional. But I ain't gonna put her on blast, but like I knew this chick, she was not traditional at all.
Was her name Kate? I'm trying to see what
But she's not traditional at all. She
Okay.
is worse than some American women. Because like I know her intimately.
Okay.
So
Understandable.
you're using
But
that as an
I'm just
example of like Thailand is above like Nairobi or Kenya in general. That's a damn lie.
no. I don't mean it. See, y'all taking it wrong. I
No,
mean,
bro,
yo,
but
listen, bro.
hey, bro,
6 of my
time out, bro.
brothers.
Hold on. Time out, brother. Listen.
All right, go ahead.
Bro, have you been to Kenya? Number one.
Have I been to Kenya?
You said South Africa. Have you been to
Kenya
Kenya?
personally, no, I have not been to. I've not been to. But y'all
Okay.
taking it wrong.
I
Y'all
told him that
taking it
earlier.
wrong.
He's
Why
Y'all
am I
taking
taking
it
it wrong, brother?
wrong.
You're
Yeah,
saying
just
that.
listen, listen, hear me out. I just admitted, I said, okay, just like how you threw old girl out there. What's up, bro? Just like how you threw old girl out there. Okay, she's not traditional. All right, but just hear me out. 6 of my brothers, straight. We all did a federal case, beat it, got out of jail. You know what I'm saying? 3 of my brothers
Keep
got
missing the
married in
feds, my
China.
brother.
The 3 of my brothers got married in China. 3 of my brothers got married in Thailand. My cousin got married in Colombia. You know what I'm saying? My cousin, like, bro, everybody, all I'm saying is at the end of the day, bro, you take 10 people, bro, it's like you taking 10 dice and you roll them and they all land on the 10. What that tell you, bro? You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking facts. Like, don't get me wrong. I love my African woman, but bro, out there, bro, they're more money hungry, bro. It's money.
Bro,
It seemed like
bro,
everything. I'm
Time out,
speaking
bro. Time
facts,
out, bro.
bro.
You're ranting, bro. You're ranting about a place you never even been to. You
I'm
ain't been to
not,
South
bro.
Africa.
Listen,
Time
I'm
out.
not.
Time out,
Time
Listen.
out, my
bro.
I'm
brother. Give us
talking
a
about
second.
South Africa,
Bro,
bro.
bro, I'm gonna
But
mute your ass. Shut up. Like,
Yeah,
what the
shut
fuck,
the fuck
bro?
up.
Like, you keep talking and talking and talking. You let anybody get a word in. You've been to South Africa. South
yeah,
Africa is basically America in Africa. Me and
right.
Austin had the same experience. But have you been to Tanzania? Have you been to
No,
Uganda? Have you been to
no,
Kenya? Have you been to Rwanda?
no.
No,
But
not even
listen,
there.
listen. You guys have. I'm going off of y'all opinion. Y'all opinion. We look at y'all
You're
as
going off
like
of our
some. Hold
opinion.
on.
You
Hear
will
me out.
be in
Hear me out.
Kenya.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
We
You
heard you
know
out for the
how
last
some of these
42 minutes.
people, I know, but hear me out again. After this, I jump down. Bro, you know how many people look up to y'all. It's funny, but a lot of people look up to y'all. And then when y'all put shit on the channel, and it's like what? Wait, well, hold on. What? Like what? Like the boy, like the one nigga, the thing that Austin said about Brazil, bro. If you go to Skylar's boys page, bro, that man's having a blast, bro. Everything y'all said about Brazil, bro, is just wrong, bro. The man's having a blast, pulling baddies, like left and right. The
Bro,
one
love
bitch
white
asked
women
him
so
come
much,
live with him,
man.
bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real, bro. Like
Thanks for the
everywhere
$17,
y'all go, bro.
Nigel.
I'm just keeping it real. Everywhere y'all go, bro, y'all boost it, and then y'all be like, fuck it, we going somewhere else. Y'all did this a bunch of times, bro. We all know this, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking down on y'all or nothing. I'm just speaking facts, bro. I respect y'all to the fullest. Y'all black. I'm not here to down y'all at all. But everywhere y'all go, y'all talk highly of it, and then y'all leave, bro. And y'all be like, oh, it's not this, it's racism, all this. Like, come on, bro. Keep it a buck, bro.
Bro,
Keep it a buck, bro.
I don't,
Keep it a buck,
bro,
bro.
I just want you to get to your point, my brother. That's all.
My
I'm gonna keep
whole
it a
point
buck
is
with you.
that was my point. That was my point. But hey, man,
So
listen, I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Respect to y'all, Black Power, bro. You know, but I'm a hop down. But I just had to speak that and put that out there. Your boy looked better in Thailand and South America. I'm just speaking facts, bro. That's all I'm
and
saying.
from our experience, we look better in Kenya. That's why we're still here.
Hey, and I look better in Colombia. So hey, we different.
Well, you enjoy
We
Colombia, and we're
different.
gonna enjoy our African
We
women. Have a good
different.
one.
We do. You
For
too,
sure.
bro.
We definitely are. That much has been clear. You know what I'm saying? Clear. That's fine.
appreciate you,
Crystal.
bro.
Hey,
You welcome.
hey,
You welcome.
me, crystal clear, pH, balance.
Crystal.
Hey,
Yeah.
yep.
The
Hey,
Nile
straight.
River in Egypt. Yes,
Hey,
sir.
All right,
All right.
I appreciate you, bro. You welcome anytime, but you just keep going. Let's read some of these super chats. We had some come in. Noisy MacBook with the $6.99 Canadian. KG, you did well the other day at the party, youngin. You still ain't like that. Well done, champ, bro. I appreciate. That's like the nicest thing you ever said to me.
At least he was being nice.
We got
Hey, that's crazy.
Oh, you want to read it?
I got you. Yeah, bro love white women so much he mad that y'all happy in Africa. Sick and sad. Nigel Charles, thank you for the $17, brother. Yeah, we definitely feel like he's more into the whiter side of things. You know, the European side of things, other than the melanin side of things. So. Oh man, it's retarded. It's crazy out here.
It changed the game,
and it's natural. Like it changes everything. And that ass will be goddamn a pumpkin on her. She dragging a wagon. I got to see it.
Hold on, let me see who hasn't been up there. A lot of people like Purple Pill's been here. I haven't seen the squirrel emoji. You let him up before?
Oh, which one? Yeah, don't do that. I mean, you know what? Matter of fact, I cut her off. Or it's off because it's not a woman. I cut it off. Go ahead, let it back in.
All right. After that, we're gonna let up Strictly Traveling, Jimmy Choo. All right.
Yeah, go Strictly Traveling then Jimmy Choo because Free's been up there and Executive has been up there too.
Yeah. We got like 900 people watching.
That's Erica right there, since you were so ready for it.
I think that's in total.
What's wrong with me being light skinned? I'm still African American. What's your point?
729, so the rest on your channel.
Get to your point, buddy.
That's still a lot though.
Yeah. Yo, you need to unmute. Kamuto, I think that's how you say your name. You could come.
I think that's the same person. It's the same profile picture.
I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna bring up Strictly Travels, and I'm gonna drop the link. Strictly Travels, welcome to the show.
Hey guys, how are you?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm glad to see 5 brothers doing great in Kenya. I mean, I'm from the Congo myself, so it's good to see you guys are really enjoying yourself there. And I've heard different opinions. Yeah, people comparing one experience of a YouTuber to a different one. I mean, everybody's experience is different. I mean, I've been to South Africa, I've been to Kenya, I've been to Colombia, I've been to DR, pretty much over 50 countries, and each experience has been different. And I mean, if you guys like Kenyan women, and as far as you guys consider better than South African, it's your opinion. I mean, it's your choice. It's yours. So I don't see why anybody should have something to say about it, because personally, I've been to Kenya. I agree.
You
Kenya
can clearly see that's an actual Ferrari crazy person. My bad. Go ahead.
It's Kenyan are actually prettier. I mean, I was in South Africa. I didn't like South Africa. Why? Because in South Africa, unless you spend money in the club, they won't pay attention to you. So it's a waste of time. I hate South Africa when it comes to that,
Yeah.
While Kenya, they're more genuine. I found out, like they were more real. They're more approachable. When I was in South Africa, I felt like I was in a different state. I mean, I felt like I was, I don't know, somewhere in Georgia, somewhere in Atlanta. I don't know. That's what I felt like, While in Kenya, I felt like because being from the Congo, I feel like I was right at home. Like women are like real. South Africa, I was like, I'm in the West. I didn't like it personally, And when it comes to the guys say that African, I mean, they beg more than Latin American. That is not true. I've lived in the DR for a while, and those women will beg forever. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, there's no difference, Being from Africa, raised in the States, travel across the globe. So my appreciation of things is just different. I mean, different folks, different experience. It's all subjective, So I'm just glad you guys doing great in Kenya, and then enjoy yourself and keep it up,
We appreciate that.
Yep. And Austin, how you been?
I'm in paradise.
How you enjoying
I
Nairobi?
think you're more happier in Thailand.
That's not exactly.
I don't think so. From what I've seen, it seems happier in Kenya. That's what it seems like. Like it's having a great time.
Yeah, you see, like it's not just women. Like I got 3-4 people over here. We got some more people finna come. People are the most important thing about wherever you go. Fuck that infrastructure. I mean, that's important.
Yeah.
But if you could have internet that upload 10 gigabytes in a second, it don't mean shit if everybody an asshole.
Yeah, people forget that. Yeah, like
What's the most important part?
Well, Kenya has enough infrastructure to be comfortable. I mean, it's not the best, but it's enough to be comfortable. I mean, what's the purpose? What's
Yeah,
the
people
purpose?
act like Kenya's infrastructure is just terrible. Like Kenya has very decent infrastructure
No, it's
for the
decent.
stage
I've been
that
to
it's in.
Nairobi.
It's
It's
still like a
decent. I
middle
mean,
income country.
exactly. So, I mean, South Africa, of course, got a better infrastructure, but I hate South Africa. I just don't like the way people operate in South Africa. And it's more dangerous. Crime rate is high. It's rampant. So what's the purpose? Well, Kenya, it's relatively safe. So, I mean, personally, I would choose Kenya over South Africa any day. I mean, yeah.
And I agree with you. I would do the same.
Yeah, because
even though I'm willing to go back to South Africa to give it another chance, that I didn't see Cape Town because people keep saying it's different.
I mean,
I don't think I'm gonna change my mind about Kenya.
Cape Town is not bad. I've been there, but it's good for a short stint. In the long run, it's a place where you don't feel like home. I mean, it just, once you get used to the culture, you start mingling with the locals, and you realize that they're not as friendly as Kenyan. Like being from Africa, I have more Kenyan friends than South African, and I'm African, so go figure. So personally, I prefer East Africa. Anything like Kenya, Tanzania. I mean, hospitality is just way better than South Africa. There's no comparison at all. And when it comes to women, not to brag, I've sampled women from all over the globe. I've been married 5 times with women from all 5 continents. So when it comes, it's a matter of taste, it's a matter of what you feel comfortable with, And Kenyan, definitely, I mean, I like Kenyan women, so I don't see any.
Okay.
All right, bro.
We appreciate that.
Anything else you want to say?
No, that's it, buddy. Take care.
All right, thank you, man. You're welcome anytime. Let's bring up Jimmy 2. What's going on, brother?
Yo, how you doing?
I'm chilling, man. What's going on with you?
I'm chilling. I work from home, so I'm working right now. But I had a question for y'all because I've been following Austin for a minute, but specifically both of you during this South Africa trip and everything. Now, my question is this, right? Because for the rest of the dudes in the room, I'm Kenyan, by the way. KG and Austin.
Okay.
It's one thing to observe that these women are more feminine or more friendly, and these ones aren't. But now, like after watching you guys for the past 2 weeks, I want to ask the next question: like, why do you think that? Why do you think some women will remain more feminine and some won't? Now, I'm gonna expound on that because I have my theory, but I also want to hear you guys' theory, right? My theory is that women will remain feminine depending on how the men are. Personally, that's what I think. I think it comes down to like how the men in the society are. That determines like whether the women remain feminine, whether they remain friendly, and all that. So, like when you look at what men allow, or like if you're in a culture where men are tricking, like going money first, flashy, it allows those women to act upon that. But in Kenya, that's not very common, right? So what's your theory on why women in Kenya are remaining more feminine, even though they're all online, like 80% of the country's online? What do you think is keeping women more feminine in Kenya compared to other places? Like that's the next.
That's a good question.
That's a real good question.
I do agree. Like if what men accept, but also like since you're comparing South Africa to Kenya, I feel like South Africa just basically replicated everything that happens in the States or in the West there. So it doesn't feel like I didn't have any culture shock when I went to South Africa. Like it literally just felt like I just went to another state. And it was so weird. Like, also, would you agree with that? It just felt like we was in another state, but we was in Africa. Yeah, like I could have went back to that experience.
But then you got to ask the question, like when you go back to Kenya, because a lot of Kenyan women are online. They're on Instagram. Most of the country, like they're online. You see a Nairobi Gossip Club, like the amount of engagement that thing gets, all that. Why do you think the women remain more feminine? Because in my opinion, I'm like this. Like if the women, let's say guys in Kenya were tricking, and let's say guys in Kenya were leading with money.
They trick everywhere.
Huh?
They trick everywhere. So guys in Kenya are definitely tricking.
Exactly. But I'm saying, let's say that was the norm, that was the custom, right? Don't you think that the women would then like expect that and change?
I mean, yeah, like if you got a bunch of guys, if everybody started tricking, it's just like you said, like the men kind of set the tone.
Yeah.
Women only do what a man allows them to do. Real talk.
Mhm.
Like you can see, like even like Middle Eastern countries, like they walk around with hijabs and all that. Like you don't see chicks out there twerking on cars and all that because
Mhm.
it's not allowed.
Mhm.
So you kind of answered your own question, like you saying, like, okay, what do the men allow? Hey, like
No,
Kenyan
yeah,
men are kind of like, go ahead.
I'll say my question was for y'all. Why do you think they remain feminine? But I'm saying my theory is because of the men. That's my theory. But is that the same for y'all, or do y'all
I think it's they're trying to stay and remain grounded in their traditional cultures. I think that's why most of the women in Kenya remain feminine. Because like if you've ever been to the States, if you've ever gone to the States, you will see that most of the women are not living in their femininity. Most of them are living in their masculinity.
Why?
Now, for the people in the trolling comments that believe that I don't live in a USA or haven't lived there in the past and know how women are, buddy, I've lived in just about every state you can think of in the USA, and I definitely know how women are throughout the USA. And 85% of them, that's probably a little high. Let me go down a little bit. 75% of them are definitely in their masculine era and do not want a man to truly treat them the right way because of the way that they act. That's my opinion.
True. And I'll say this because I grew up here in the States in Kenyan communities, right? Like 90% of my community growing up was Kenyan, but in school I'm friends with Americans and everything. But I'll say this: the Kenyan women here, they've become westernized, right? So I look at it like a lot of the African women who come to America, they end up being westernized as well. But the ones that are remaining in Africa, they're not becoming as westernized. So my theory is it's what men allow. Like the society in America has allowed what we're getting, in my opinion. Like the men. I don't know.
Because you allow what you want. Exactly. They pass laws for the women to get away and do with this stuff. I ain't gonna say shit.
And if you even look further into it, look at when women go to Africa to travel for men, they don't go to East Africa. A lot of them, they're going to West Africa, in my opinion, because there's a more like tricking, like that tricking culture is a lot more there. It's more closer to, I would say, westernized culture, in my opinion.
Yeah, and also I think finances play a part here. Like in the States, like they have set up the system so like everybody's working, everybody's trying to get theirs. I see in Kenya, you still have like community and family.
Yeah,
so you
family
have to have
ownership.
a family unit to try to get by.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't really exist in the States. Like everybody out to get done. Like that's why you have so many like independent women because they feel like they don't need a man and they'd rather struggle by themselves than actually cooperate with a man and try to build something. I don't see that a lot happening in Kenya.
True. And then I rarely see Kenyan men marrying like non-African women. they rarely marry. Like I'll see them marry some white women here and there, but for the majority part, they don't click with westernized women, in my opinion.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
But
I swear, I was trying to let it finish. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But no, I just want to throw that out for y'all, like to expound further on what you guys observe. Ask why are the women remaining that way? Or like, yeah,
Austin is cooking. That's why he's not commenting.
Nah, that's cool.
But no, he said like expound on like where we think the women are not is modernized. Like I said, it's a combination of the factors we just talked about. What men allow, like I gotta keep it a buck. Men in the States have got so soft. Like that whole tricking shit is out of control. Everybody tricking off. Everybody throwing money at chicks constantly. I'm like, yo,
when
I never heard about that when I was growing up. My uncles was not on that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that's completely out of control. So every woman expectation is not like, yo, I'm worth $1 million.
Like, I feel like strip clubs kind of ruined America in a way.
Yeah,
like
strip
like
clubs
and you're talking to a strip club advocate. Like I actually like strip clubs personally, not just in America but in other places. But I'm just gonna be honest. I feel like strip clubs have ruined the mentality of American women, and it makes it like everything has to be transactional. And to me, to make everything transactional is not it's not a good thing, because you're not in it for true love, or you're not in it for something that is beneficial to you as a woman or as a man. Because if everything is transactional for you, if I have to donate my money to you every time I want to take you on a date, now granted, that doesn't mean I'm not going to pay for the date. That just means I have to get your nails done, get your hair done, get this done for you just to take you on a date. That's kind of a crazy concept for me to have to
Your
have
time is contingent on
take
my
you on a
money.
date, or even to say hi to you.
Yeah.
I got to hit your cash app to say hi to you.
Nah.
Just because I'm a strip club advocate, Christopher, does not mean that I am a trick. I like to go through strip clubs. That does not mean I like to throw money, you ignorant mother lover. That's all I'm saying. Sorry.
Yeah, and just because someone is explaining to you what it would cost to date a woman here, doesn't mean that's what they're doing. They're just making you aware how much it is if you were serious about getting in a relationship with a woman here. That don't mean we're pertaining in it. We just let you know how much it costs if you was dating a Kenyan. Their lifestyle, they're not used to the things we do in America. We're very privileged. What I learned, just to be grateful. So we privileged as hell. Everything we do is a huge privilege. Like going out to eat, we can go out to eat whenever we want to in America. It's not like that here in Kenya. Totally different. You're not just going out to eat. We do it on the regular in America. Not here. Not Kenyans.
At least not all the time.
Not all the time, right?
Like I said, like if you're dating somebody out here in Kenya, a lot of times you can find a really good woman that's willing to cook for you. So why go out and spend all that money? Like in America, that's not always a easy thing to come across.
Yeah, that's rare. Like you got to be with the chick for a few months before she cooks for you here.
Facts. You got anything else you want to say here, Jimmy? I'm gonna let somebody else up. It seems like everybody in the comments.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop off. But yeah, I just want to throw that out there. But that's it.
All right, Jimmy, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to do him like that. Brian or Jay? Which one was first? You remember? What's going on, Brian? Go ahead and fix your microphone for me, brother. Go ahead, cut it on. Can't hear you. All righty. Jay, you're up next. Brother Jay, go ahead and unmute your mic for me. Welcome.
Hi. So
sis.
I'm a Kenyan woman, and I've been
Okay.
watching Austin for a while. I enjoy your content. I kind of find it hilarious how people are getting up in arms, telling y'all, oh, these women are better than the women who you perceive to be for you, because I believe everyone has a person. Like my Kenyan brother who spoke just before me, he says there's Kenyan men who don't marry outside, but my brother is actually married to a Black American woman, and he likes his wife. Like his wife is what you would call submissive. He found one of those for himself. Whereas
That's why I said 75% to each of them.
right. So whereas I found my person in a Black American man. So I think everybody should just approach Austin's content with the perspective of this is where he found his peace, this is where y'all found your peace, and this is what y'all want. Versus, oh, these women are better, because it's like they're fighting you in the comments and like they're telling you, oh, this is what I think about these women. Like the guy from Colombia who was dating his woman. I'm like, okay, he doesn't have to argue with you about what your preference is. It doesn't make any sense. It's like me going to tell a woman, you shouldn't date Black American men because this is the perception that I have of them. Go and find your own place, because everybody has their own place. You guys have just happened to find Kenya as your place. And I just think people should just, tone it down a bit and enjoy themselves, allow people to enjoy themselves and make life what it is for themselves.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you. Everybody has their own perception of what they want out of life. A lot of times, people try to tell people how to feel and what to do, and a lot of times, what works for the goose doesn't work for the hen. So we have to definitely look at it from the perspective of everybody has their own perspective on what they like.
Exactly. And I'm glad you guys
And
are finding yourselves I'm glad you guys are finding yourselves enjoying my country, because if you ask some Kenyan men, Kenyan women are horrible. If you ask
ho-
Kenyan men, Kenyan men are horrible. So
hold
everybody.
on real quick. You say your country. I'm just curious. You have a very American-like accent or very European-like accent. How is this your country? Are you from here, born and
Yeah.
raised, or were you just born here and then eventually moved at a certain age?
So see, I was born and raised in Kenya. I just happened to be what you would call more upper class, if you will. So I did go to private schools, the higher end private schools. So
So you never had a Kenyan accent?
this is my Kenyan accent. I do get that a lot from Kenyans. That's the thing, because even with my husband,
This this it did. This sounds very American-like, and I'm just telling you from somebody who's from America. You just
I
said
get
this
that
is
a
your
lot.
Kenyan accent, and I'm not. You said upper class too, and that kind of threw me. But your Kenyan accent doesn't sound very Kenyan, love.
Yeah, and I get that from my husband as well, because he's Black American and he's telling me I told you so.
So
I
being
get that
from
a
Kenya, you
lot.
went out and found you an American. That means you like Americans, yeah?
I didn't go and find one because I was studying finance abroad. That's how we met. So it wasn't like
Ah,
I went and found one, like I prefer Black Americans. I just made it my intention where I was, because I was in a country that wasn't majority Black. I chose to date Black people, and that happened to be the type of Black person who was there. I'm sure if there were African Blacks who were there, I would have dated them, if that makes sense. So I wasn't going there with the intention of I'm going to find a Black American husband. It's just that I didn't want to be, because where I was, there was this notion where they want to try foreign girls, and I didn't want to be that person who was being tried out by the locals in that country. So I decided to date within my race,
when you
if you
when
will.
you say study abroad, where did you study?
I was in Korea studying finance.
Did you meet you said you met a Black American in Korea, so that would mean that you more than likely met a military person. Am I right?
Yes,
Am I
that
correct?
was correct.
Ah,
Yes.
hmm,
So I
that makes
actually
sense.
wasn't aware of y'all's military presence there at the time. I thought I was going to meet
Wow.
Africans like myself. So we just
No,
happened
no,
to
not at
click
all.
on our values and stuff. So it
Hmm,
just went from
gotcha.
there.
You found love in an unfamiliar place. I like that.
Exactly, because
There you
that
go.
and I liked his values, he liked my values. He did have a lot to say of the same things about Kenyan women, that I was caring and all that stuff. If you ask him, I was kind to him, all that like cute stuff. And I liked his traditional values as well. He happens to have a lot of traditional values that I think make for a good life partner.
Ah, well, I'm glad you were able to find that in again, love in an unfamiliar place, because a lot of people are scared to venture outside of where they are to find love in that unfamiliar place. So I'm so glad that you were able to do that.
Yeah, so keep on doing what you're doing
I'm a
on your
free hour.
platform, and it's good to see some people enjoying my country.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let one more person in. I appreciate you, Jay, and then we're gonna go ahead and cut this live. One more person. Let me see who we get. Who has not been in here? KG neck muscle or Highgate? Y'all recognize those names? No? I'm gonna give Highgate a chance.
Hi, greetings, welcome everybody. I'm here in your
Greeting.
wonderful show.
Thank you, Highgate. Where you from? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from London.
London. London in the building.
Yes,
Go ahead,
indeed.
love.
Yeah, former colony. Your Kenyan.
Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say what your thoughts are on that poor woman that died. Well, her child died in Detroit, because the news is global now, and we see that African American women are really suffering in America right now. And as Black men, products of African American women, do you feel that they're oppressed and they're suffering? And don't you feel guilty for your women folk?
Well, I don't feel they're oppressed. No, not in my opinion. I mean, I think they have more power than they ever got now where we are in history. The feminist movement brought that about. So, no, the melanated women in America are high earners now. They're in high position. So, no, I don't think they're suppressed at all.
But as Black men, don't you think you're not doing enough to protect them? Because as you can see, the children are suffering and dying in freezing cold. Is Don't you think like your reputation is being destroyed now because of cases like that in America? I'm not blaming you guys, but I'm just saying it doesn't look good globally. And what are you going to do about it? Because it looks like it's a crisis.
I mean, what something appears to one person, again, this goes back to my statement earlier about perspective as being reality. What some appears to one person may not appear to a mass of people. So for you to say that we as Black men or Black American men are just allowing things to happen to our Black American women, I don't agree with that statement. But I will say this, that I do feel like as American men or American people in general, us deciding to leave our country and explore and go other places does not necessarily make us a bad person, and it does not necessarily mean that we do not care about our people, because we definitely still care about our people. But as far as wanting to do something about the crisis, or what you consider a crisis in America, we don't necessarily consider a crisis. But if you find this article or you find this, I will definitely look into this story and talk about it
Oh
on my
yeah.
platform.
Her name is Tatiana and it's in Detroit. It's currently trending. Her children died in the cold in a parking lot, and the no good for
I do remember this story.
Yes, it's
Okay.
actually trending.
Yeah.
But
So
it's so
now you're talking about the homelessness issue that we have
yes,
in America.
the
That's
lack
a
of
very big issue, but to say that Black men aren't protecting our Black women is kind of
I mean,
an intriguing statement, because
this particular case, the
that's a
woman
very extreme
the woman
assumption.
was literally like abandoned by the father of her three children who didn't care. He basically, when she asked him to collect the children, he
She
literally
chose
said,
him.
"I'm in the gym." And I just think that
I,
kind of
I,
mindset, why do you think that affects a lot of African American men? Why do you think they are so
Let me.
heartless when it comes to their children? Why do
I
they
don't think we're heartless as African American men when it comes to our children. And this is coming from a father. I am indeed a father, and I'm not heartless when it comes to my children. I'm very involved, me personally. But when you go to a broad spectrum of the African American men, I feel like this also comes back to the same reason that the women act the way they do, because we have these issues that we were grown up in that are called trauma, and called issues that tend to make us make decisions that we may not always agree with in the long run, or we may not be able to sit with. But it is something that we tend to do just based on a trauma response or an emotional response that we may be having at that moment. I mean, that can go back to therapy, or that can go back to any other issue that any person can have outside of America. It just is not an American thing. I think when you generalize that statement, it's not, it doesn't make it true.
Yeah, you're speaking on one extreme incident. I can show you an incident. Same thing happened with a European female. You're just talking about one extreme incident.
I think it looks like it's happening to quite a lot of Black American women in America right now, as there's so many cases, and I just think it looks like a epidemic, to be honest,
What?
and really
What?
sad,
What?
because African
What?
content creators are actually talking about it. Like that's how much it's created attention globally, and I don't think it does Black men any justice, any good, having heartless fathers like that who just abandon their children, and while they're warm in bed sleeping and the children are freezing to death in the
I feel
sun.
like you kind of trying to pull us into something that doesn't necessarily pertain to us.
I'm
But
not saying personally you, but it just seems so inhumane. It's not something that Black people do, and that's why it's shocking for people on the continent to see something like this. I think, something needs to be done to raise awareness and also to hold
well, I
these
think in that
account.
instance, if you're in America or if you're somewhere near an American embassy, I think you should go ahead and put a letter in the complaint box and let them know that you want to do something about this, and
No, I just
then
think
get the people together to help.
you should also check up on Black women left in America, because I think they are really going through
I
a
check up
big
on my
crisis.
Black women in my life left in
Yeah.
America.
Anyway, I
About
just
one
thought I'll
incident.
stop by. But yeah, lovely talking to you anyway. Just
All
thought-
right, thank you.
yeah.
We appreciate you, Highgate. Yeah. So that would be the last person that we let in. We're gonna go ahead and end this live at a little over three hours here, and we had 708 viewers. We appreciate everybody coming out. If you still want to donate to the Cash App, it's there down there at the bottom, scrolling across. I'm gonna let Austin close this out because this is his live.
Y'all know I'm your only friend. I'm sorry I won't get to see the goat meat being finished. You got 43 minutes left. Go to my Instagram, Austin Holloman. You know I'm Austin Holloman on all platforms. We about to have some friends come over, but we're gonna turn it off because I got to get my shit going today. So I can't have them being scared of y'all. But I'm gonna say I appreciate Bobby. I appreciate DJ, Noble, and Aaron for being here today, making this group discussion great. If you guys see this or clips or this interview or whatever on their channels, because I gave it to them because I recorded it on the camera. So yeah, thank you guys for coming to Kenya. Thank you guys for loving Kenya. For y'all that don't like Kenya, fuck you. But I love everybody else.
All right, y'all. So yeah, this is your boy Kid Greatness. You already know you can't rush greatness. We appreciate all y'all for coming through, and we out.
All right, y'all. See y'all. We might see y'all. We might throw another party Sunday. So we might see y'all Sunday.